I was thinking it was getting close. It had to have been close to 200. Was what I was thinking, but.
And Heaven had to sit up and ban all of them.
Yeah, I didn't go to bed till 1 in the morning.
I'm good.
All right, cool. All right, starting now, because I am terrible about remembering the camera stuff.
You bright
Go here.
things.
All right, watch together. You gonna load?
Nope.
There we go.
I just saw the name of this playlist.
You did?
I love it.
So long.
I love it.
Yeah. All right. So, last time, my voice just cracked there for a little bit. Last time, the Honorbound pursued the 3 Oathbound that had threatened their town to see if they could finish them off before they could make any trouble for them. They trudged through heavy wind, heavy rain, and narrowly avoided a wyvern on a hunt, but still they moved forward. During their first night of rest, Xarrikir visited Kakira's dream again, turning it into a hellscape. She ripped off the building Kakira had been studying in and let Kakira know that they knew that they were following them and were not happy about it. This caused Kakira to wake up in the middle of the night with a terrible headache and unable to go back to sleep. When the rest of the group awoke, they discussed what their next move should be. Through some clever uses of detect magic as well as wild shape, the party realized that they had been scryed on. Quickly taking care of this, they decided to move forward and head off the Oathbound. The Honorbound got to the clearing that they knew they would be approaching through before the other group and set an ambush. The 3 figures were apparently too deep in discussion to see any sort of ambush for them, and the Honorbound took them by surprise. They quickly incapacitated Xarrikir and killed Kuruk for a second time. Yet Galadrielin was still standing. He used the blessing imbued to him by the Chained One to revive Xarrikir, and she quickly grabbed the 2 of them and teleported them all out of the clearing. We pick up now with the Honorbound walking into a newly built inn with the sign of a well, a large water drop above it, and in the backdrop a large crescent moon. It is now evening. You all walk in, and you find Flint sitting at one of the tables, already drinking a little bit.
What?
Wait.
What?
How did you get here?
How did I get here, Aaron? You did not tell me. Okay, alright, so I guess I conjured a giant eagle and flew here.
And I guess we didn't see him.
Well, we did go the long way.
We kind of took a detour.
But those eagles are not small.
But we
They're
went
not
the long
exactly
way.
hard to spot.
We were also distracted by, big flying,
Fireballs.
evil, mean birds.
Burp. Did you see the mean burp?
Burp?
Flint.
Are you
Aaron?
asking Flint? Oh, you would have been able to dodge through, but yeah, you would have seen some wyverns hunting.
Okay, then yes, I did. I saw a few of them.
A few? As in more than one?
Yes, you said there was some, so...
You saw one. We played hide and seek with one. Is more of a better way of putting it.
Yeah.
We sure did. We won.
And then we talked to a Burr who mentioned one too. Could have been the same one, we don't know.
Not me. Different burp.
It was a different Burr. Yeah.
What? Okay.
It was a time.
It was a time. I agree.
Lots of burps.
Yes, lots of birds.
They like food.
They do. They
do
love
like food.
seed. Marsica's very good at finding seed.
Very good at finding food in general.
This is true.
She's not wrong.
You are.
Yeah, you're the one I asked to hunt with me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So were you just trying to catch up before we got to Andorra, or?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Weren't
That's
you
fair.
on your way to go see your mother? Too?
Yes. I was meeting up with you guys, and when we were in Andorra, I was gonna stop by and see my family to check on them.
Oh, dope.
Okay.
So,
Well, we're happy to have you back on the journey.
Just gonna pull out a little
As
snack
always.
for everybody and just put a little snack in front of everyone and just nod and
are
I
these
think
the
this is
special
what we
snacks?
really
Ooh,
miss.
it's candy.
So,
Well,
there is, as you all walk in and gather your things, there is a half-elven person by the name of Jordan that is running the bar.
is Aaron weird for anyone else?
yes.
Oh yeah, he sounds like
Okay.
a he sounds like a robot.
Oh,
Like
no.
unplugging my headset and like going through my settings, like making sure it wasn't me.
Do I sound like a robot in Discord?
Yes.
Yeah.
You seem like you're talking really fast like a robot.
Oh
Like,
no,
you're a little choppy, like you have bad
Yeah.
cell reception.
it's lower and it's not. It's just not clear. It's not going fast for me. You sound like a
Oh, it's
robot
going
to me.
Okay.
So it's
Definitely
the opposite
sounds like
of
a
when my
robot.
headset screws up.
I'll try and exit and restart. Come back.
Okay.
It
Come back. Can you start?
he was talking really fast
Alright.
in the robot voice.
Yeah,
Is this
for me.
better?
sure.
Yes.
Hey, you
Yes.
sound like Aaron.
Okay, cool, awesome. Glad it's back to normal.
Woo!
All right. Oh
So
my
you said
God.
there is a barkeep named Jordan.
Barkeep named Jordan. They are
Barkeep
currently
named Jordan.
pouring a few drinks and taking them out to other patrons. It's a small one-story inn. You get the sense that there are only a handful of rooms. There's only one other group of travelers, it seems like, coming through.
Sounds like we should probably get a room.
Sleeping is
Or
nice.
two.
Yeah.
Sleeping is nice.
Right. If you ask for accommodations, then if you have 2 to a bed, which is 2 beds per room, it's 1 silver piece. If you have 1 to a bed, it's 2 silver pieces. If you want a room to yourself, it's 5 silver pieces.
Oh, shit.
I got lots of silver.
I mean, yeah, me too, but doesn't mean I won't spend it.
I think that it would be smart for us to room together, considering the dreams and things that have happened in the past in inns.
That's fair. Yeah.
So who's bunking up?
You said it's 2 to a bed?
2 to a bed. So if you do the 2 to a bed one, there's 4 people can get into a room together.
Oh. I
What
can
if we
stay
just
with
It's a little
Kira.
Each
cramped,
get
but
our
you can do that.
own bed?
Then it's 1 silver piece and it's 2 people to a room.
That sounds better.
Or sorry.
Okay, let's do that.
It
That's
was
what I thought it
2
was.
silver pieces. 2 silver pieces. If you want your
So-
own bed.
2 people in 1 room with their own beds, 1 silver piece apiece.
Two silver pieces each.
Oh,
Oh,
fine,
each.
whatever. Let's
Oh,
just
okay.
do that.
Each. This
Let's
is
do
by
that.
person.
That sounds
We
good.
get our own
Yeah.
bed.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Cool. So, you each all figure it out. There's 6 of you, so yeah, it evens out just fine. Kakira, who are you bunking with?
Calvio?
Yeah.
All right. Flint, who's Flint bunking with?
I'll bunk with Shane.
Yeah.
Xarrikir, all right.
Put the
and
animal
then-
lovers
Yeah.
and then the
Put
other
the
one.
ranger and the druid together.
Yep,
Yeah.
the woodsy folk in a room together.
Yeah.
So, I need to check something here really fast.
I am definitely putting alarm on our door
Okay.
before we go to sleep.
Oh, I don't have it. Dang it.
Okay.
And I will probably be telling Aldra to chill in the hallway. And if someone comes to anybody's door that we don't know, to like come peck my head or something.
Peck the okay.
I could cast Guardian of Faith and put it in a room.
Holy shit. Oh my god.
How long does that last?
8 hours.
God!
So the whole night.
I mean, that's one way of keeping us from having to
Can you
I mean, I get the spell back after I sleep. Assuming I sleep.
This is true.
That's
Okay.
this
Yeah,
is
this
true.
is also true.
Sure, why the fuck not? What does that do?
A large spectral guardian appears and hovers for the duration in an unoccupied space of my choice. So I guess we could have him in the corner of the room or something. I don't know. And any
Dope.
creature hostile that moves within 10 feet of the guardian will take 20 damage
Oh, I like
on
this.
a
Let's do
failed
that.
save. Just straight up takes 20 damage.
It takes.
Let's do that.
That reduces its health as well. Correct.
It can, when it has dealt 60 damage, it disappears.
Okay. Okay.
So if they fail, or if they succeed, they take 10 damage, but they can still take 10 damage like 5 more times.
So 6
Okay.
successes or 3 fails. Got it.
Correct. Or some combination of
That.
Successes and
That.
failures.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
this
Oh my
idea.
god.
All right, why not? We'll keep ourselves safe.
Zeus is so like interested. It's adorable.
He's like, what is going on? There's people on the tiny screen.
When I first turned on the computer, he
sweet.
kept like trying to bat at the screen and all the things that were moving with it.
Oh no!
Poor-
Oh,
poor
the
kid.
cat.
My
So-
goodness.
So Calvio and Kakira are just like doing all sorts of magical bullshit in their room.
Okay. I need, as you guys are bedding down for the night. It's quiet here, and you think you're going to get a good night's rest.
I don't like that you're laughing. Why?
I mean, I'm
Kakira's
I'm
laughing at the
it.
cat.
You think we could get a good night's sleep? That's
You think-
funny.
You think you're a little you're feeling a little more secure here. So you bed down and it's very quiet. I need Calvio to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Why? What did I do?
Fireball.
You're already crippled.
I
They're
didn't
gonna
do
pick on you.
anything. Hey, it's a good roll. Dirty 20.
30-20. All right. As what are you dreaming of right now?
No. Son of a bitch. Calvio would probably be having this dream of trying to find Ismael, and like of constantly running after this like red cloak shape, but never being able to get any closer or catch up.
Okay. There's a moment where the dream shifts suddenly. And just for a split second, as you're rushing and running, you see the image of Cerilius standing there, but snaps back to your dream.
Why? Leave me the fuck alone. Do I know this in my dream? And do I have any kind of control over said dream?
You don't have any control over the dream, but
Oh, okay.
it's like for that first sec. You know how sometimes in parts of dreams, it's a little bit of lucid dreaming, but then
Right.
you lose control again. it's like one of those moments where it's
Oh,
lucid
okay.
for
I
just a
gotcha.
second, and you're like, "That's weird," and you're back into the dream.
Okay.
So, but other than that, the rest of you get a good night's rest.
Yes.
So everybody gets a good night's rest, I should say. Calvio.
Yeah.
And my exhaustion goes away.
Be careful, because your health is gonna do the thing again.
Yeah, manually do
tried
it.
to
Just
warn
manually go uncheck everything. That's what I do.
to warn you.
Oh no!
I wrote it down this time.
Okay,
That's good.
That's fine.
So our health gets back up to normal.
Yep. You get a long rest.
Sweet.
Is Xarrikir finally not exhausted anymore?
I wasn't exhausted on that fight. I
Oh.
got 2
Yeah, he-
full nights of
that's
sleep.
right. We just like slept for a day.
Yep.
Got it.
You guys took a minute to sleep, but back at the fort. So, what are you guys doing? It is now morning. You're sitting up against the one of the booths, and
I'm making waffles.
Jordan at first is unsure if she wants to give you or if they want to give you reins in the kitchen, but
You just hear
I
like
show them some of like my
Rands.
magic food stuff.
after doing that, they immediately are like, "Oh yes, please, you can do this. Please, if you want to cook for everybody in the morning, do you want a job?
No.
Are
Not
you
the
sure?
job. I appreciate it.
I'll pay you 5 silver pieces a day."
Unfortunately, I
appreciated.
think I make a bit more than that with my current occupation. So
That's fair.
Well, if you change your mind, you want steady work, you can come back here.
I just nod and make my way to start making breakfast.
And they go about to creating the coffee and cleaning things up. It seems like they're the only ones here right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm just picturing Michael like Gordon Ramsay yelling at them from the kitchen.
Just in a nice way.
A nice Gordon Ramsay.
Like how
So
he interacts with kids.
Yeah.
Calvio would go to Kakira, waking up and say, when Cerulus did the weird dream thing to you, what was that like?
She exploded the church I was in and tore the roof off. It was very sudden.
Well, that's not what happened.
Well, does your head hurt?
No, but I'm pretty sure I saw her face.
Well, maybe you gave her enough of a beating that her magic's not as strong now. Maybe she's still weak. I mean, you did kind of fireball her twice.
She deserved it. Dumb bitch.
I hope she heard that.
I do too. On that note, I think we're being spied on again.
All right. Well, shall we get Sige or hold on, let me check my spell lists. We could just
No,
do
I
the
forgot-
same trick again.
Hang on, I forgot to. Is it okay if before I do any? Is it too late for me to have changed my spells? I totally forgot.
Once you cast a spell, your spell list is set. Or once we
Okay.
enter combat, your spell list is set. You can spend
Okay.
time changing. your
There's
spell
only
list
one
up
I wanted
every
to
day.
change, but
Yeah.
okay. I just wanted to make sure it was
We can do
okay.
Of course.
Okay.
Oh, this one seems really cool.
What?
So, what is Marsica doing right now?
Probably just observing.
We're gonna be fighting today.
watching, watching the group, looking around, watching what's going on around us.
Okay.
Understanding that we're probably being spied upon, and like looking at Sige and like raising an eyebrow. Trying to hint, hint, wink, wink,
Nudge, nudge.
nudge, nudge.
It's Sige.
Yeah, Sige, yeah.
Courtney missed it because David was asking Courtney a question.
Sorry.
So what are
Oh.
we winking at
It-
Sige about? I can't listen
Go
to
ahead
two
and
things
say
at
that
once.
again, Heaven.
So I was saying, Marsica was just kind of observing, being aware of what's going on around us, and then when they mentioned the possibility of us being spied on again, I look over at Sige and just like, okay. Like, hint, hint, wink, wink. Raise an
Oh,
eyebrow
okay.
again.
Are they in the same? David, did this happen in our room or outside of our room?
I was asleep when the thing happened, but
I mean
I have a
the,
feeling-
the discussion.
oh,
You guys
When
are
you guys
currently
just
sitting
talk.
around the
at the table.
yeah, the
Okay.
table with breakfast. Except Flint
Okay.
is back making breakfast, unless he
Glad
is
I asked.
Okay.
joined.
I thought we were in our room still.
Seeing that they're like preparing spells and whatnot, like I'm gonna help prepare breakfast for most of the people that are here. So
Sounds good.
I'm just gonna roll for it.
Okay.
I'm trying to think if Sige would just be like, "Oh, okay," and like change into a bat right then and there, or if he'd try to be like a tiny bit more subtle about it and like be like, "Oh, I think I forgot something in the room."
Do you want me to try and catch it first before you do that?
What?
I can just like detect magic, and if it's here, it's here. And then you don't have to waste a wild shape because I can arcane recovery this.
I mean, if you want to, you'd have to let Sige know.
Well, I feel like is Sige smart enough to know that the same plan is probably what we're gonna do?
I mean, yeah, but Sige also knows that he needs to be a bat.
And Marsica was
Why-
just like,
Why
hey.
couldn't
Don't
Kakira?
overthink it. What is Sige doing?
Yeah.
Wait, why can't Kakira just know where it is?
Because you need to cast detect magic or something because it's an invisible sensor that looks.
So, okay, maybe I'm misremembering. Did Sige cast detect magic?
I
No,
cast-
Calvio
Detect
did.
last
magic.
time. Yep.
So
Sige was
Calvio could
bat.
see it, and then Sige was a bat and flew around it, so you could figure out where it was.
Can he not just see it with the Googles?
No, the goggles can't see invisibility.
Yeah,
They aren't that special.
yeah.
Poop.
Mhm.
Well, tired of this shit. Calvio is just gonna cast detect magic as a spell.
I was gonna say Sige would definitely look around first, and if you happen to make eye contact, that's what Sige would have done.
Like
So you're gonna
not
cast-
ritual, like
You're just casting.
cast.
Okay.
Yep.
Looking around, doesn't seem to be okay at the moment.
So all Rego magic stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there's nothing here at the moment. Maybe it fucked up.
Well, you guys did talk about it out loud.
Good. Dumb bitch, Cerelius.
I mean, it's still a spell slot.
Yep.
Like, she still casted a spell, regardless of if she stopped it or not.
Dumb bitch.
Tell
So,
me how you really feel.
She's a dumb bitch.
I see more fireballs in her future.
More fireballs.
All right.
I didn't know
Xarrikir,
you were
We're-
clairvoyant,
So-
Kakira.
Xarrikir,
We're-
something to say.
yeah, we're not getting scryed on right now. You could see that, right?
I assume we're not getting scryed on currently. I'll put it that way. There's
Okay.
no magic in the area that would lead me to believe we are.
Okay.
I think we're
So
okay.
Could we just say that we're doing this and make her stop the spell slot next time? Just fake it out.
But I mean,
I feel like
I mean-
that would be like a deception check or something, but I'm sure.
It's a possibility. It's definitely would be a deception check.
but it's a really
if the
low level
scrying
spell.
orb
for
is
me,
even
so-
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, maybe we should get moving because
Yeah.
I'd like to talk to Zerf about this.
Okay. So, you guys head out onto the road, and you could easily hire. There's enough people traveling on the road now that if you wish, you could approach a merchant and hire a wagon if you want.
Oh. Dope! How long would it take by wagon?
About the same time, but you're not walking.
Walking
How
where?
much is the wagon?
The wagon's like a silver piece each.
Let's take the wagon.
Let's take the wagon. I like
Where are
that
we
one.
taking the wagon to?
Andorra.
The
They're
city?
heading to Andorra.
Oh, yeah, okay.
To the city.
So,
I'll probably just fly, but
so you hop onto a wagon who's in a small merchant caravan. He has 2 wagons, and between the 2 of them, there's enough to carry all 6 of you. And
It's a merchant?
Yeah, he's a merchant.
does he have
seems to be
fireworks?
transporting good. Let's see.
I would like some more fireworks if if we've got them.
or
They were
any
very
of those
helpful.
fancy handheld things that we saw that one guy with.
Oh yeah.
He does not have any fireworks or one of those fancy handheld things. You asking about it, he says, only the sparklers carry those.
The sparklers? Where can we find the sparklers?
Oh, they have a guild in Ogre Vale. Sometimes they travel
Huh.
out of it.
Well, that's
Man.
actually good to know.
Oh, that's in the stinking country, isn't it?
No, Ogre Vale
No.
is in the Ogre Vale Republic.
Oh.
Yeah, way on the other side of the continent.
Oh.
That
I wanna
that
go there very
previous
badly.
merchant- that previous merchant you guys talked to was on his way to the sinking country. Yeah, previous
Oh.
sparkler you talked to.
Ah.
Cursive.
Yeah.
What is this merchant selling?
Mostly foodstuffs. He has some clothing with him, traveling clothing, and just general goods.
Do we want any cheese?
No.
Oh, I have loads of cheese if you would like some.
We don't want any cheese.
I have some Munster.
I would like to stock
No.
up on all my basic
No.
spices and everything.
God.
Oh, basic spices. What
Yes.
are you looking for?
Pumpkin spice.
God no.
Pumpkin
Paprika.
spice doesn't come around for a few more months.
Thyme, paprika, rosemary, salt, pepper,
Oh, we have those.
all the basic spices.
If you want to just take all of these spices, they cost quite a bit. So, a gold? Does that sound fair?
1 gold.
A
That's
gold?
fine.
Yes.
But I get to take as much as I need, and I pull out my
No,
vials.
Not as much as you need. If you're filling up the vials, if that whole thing, if you need all of those, that would be 5 gold. Little bits.
That's a negative then.
You can you
I
can
think
haggle with them if you
Kakira-
want.
Akira would
I'm not
kind of
going
lean
to
over and
haggle.
say, I can cover you if you'd like.
Yeah, because Flint is
We have a
broke.
good friend here.
Oh.
Good friend.
She would have whispered.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh, okay.
hopefully he wouldn't have heard it.
I appreciate it very much, Kakira.
Kakira will pull out a sack that is quite loudly jingling and just like pull the 5 gold out and hand it to him.
You see, it's like the bag is jingling. His eyes kind of widen and goes, "Oh, are you sure you don't want any more goods?
What else does he have?
Speed up.
Question.
It's all general, like anything in like tools and things like that. What do you need?
Before we all left the keep and the hamlet, how much gold did we all put into the keep itself?
I have a note of that actually. Let me see if I can find it. Folders, notes. If my notes are correct, you guys put in enough gold for about a little over 3,000 gold is in the treasury.
All right.
It's like 3,228 is the
Would
number
they-
I have.
Would they have sold
Hell
all of the gems I gave by now?
Probably not by now. It'd probably be a few, like a week or so.
Okay.
By the time you get back, yes.
Okay. Well, I still have my 500 gold of gems on me. So.
We're also headed to Andorra, so we can visit the Andorran Bank of Gold.
This is
Yes.
very true.
Yes, we could.
Oh my god. So, is there any more questions you would like to ask of this merchant? Oh my gosh, Zeus.
Oh,
he's so cute.
So
It
you
looks
guys
like
know
he's tired.
another possibility. You guys can ask like traveling merchants or innkeepers and things. A common thing to ask them is what rumors are in the area. They might not have anything. It's usually a percentile
Okay.
die roll on my end, but that is an option if you guys want to interact with NPCs in that way.
Cool. Okay.
Do they? Would the merchant happen to have any, like, herbs and stuff for brewing potions, or is that a
What
little
kind of
bit more
herbs are you
specialized?
looking for?
Healing potion herbs.
That'd probably be an alchemist. That would be
Okay.
That would be a different type of merchant. not
We
this
can
guy.
check
Oh,
it out
okay.
when we get into the town.
So.
All right.
You guys continue along. It takes the better part of a day, but you get a easy ride, relaxing in the back of a wagon that is under armed guard by 4 guards.
Oh.
Oh,
Well,
Huh?
and the 6 of us.
And the 6 of you now, apparently.
Plot twist, we're guarding them.
Honestly,
So-
though.
Wait a second. With how big this guy's entourage is this the merchant that I talked to in Andorra like a little while ago to convince him to start taking the route down there?
Maybe. You recognize him as soon as you think about this. It is...
Damn. All right.
Yeah. He's listening to you and he's coming down. He's starting to travel through. Do you have any questions for him?
How is the route and the road going between Andorra and the hamlet, and is it seeing any more protection than what it was before?
It's going well. I was not expecting this much business, but the hamlet seems to be growing rather quickly. So, the road is more protected. If not, I have maybe 1 or 2 more colleagues. We usually have to hire our own protection, as he gestures towards the guards. But there are talks of possibly starting expeditions out towards the sinking country as well.
Ah. That would be convenient. And,
All right.
and you like the business? It's not hard work?
I like the business. I sell things. I make money. What's not to like?
That's
Heading towards an early
that's a-
retirement is my goal.
That's a good point. How is
Do
it?
this now while
back
I'm not
in-
burdened down by a family.
Yeah. How's it in Andorra right now?
So, a little strange. The Menders came down from Aurealis. They contained, this plague that was supposedly going around. That's all I've really heard. They've brought it down to a small portion of the shanty towns to the north of the city.
Well, that's good. Have you heard anything about the hamlet in particular?
Nothing in particular.
No.
They said there was some sort of, there was somebody who was flying or running towards Andorra, but there was some sort of attack, I guess, but I don't know the specifics.
Okay. That's fair. And do the people in the hamlet talk at all when they buy things from you?
Little tidbits here and there, asking, news from Andorra, and they're just... It seems to be the same old, people trying to set up shop and make a living. It's the common goal in life, I guess.
I suppose. Okay. Well, alright, well thanks for the info.
Yes, more than welcome. Where are you all from, might I ask? I recognize your dwarvish friend here. He approached me some time back, in the city.
We're kind of from all over. Have you heard of the Honorbound?
Wait a minute. You are the Honorbound? I should have guessed with the eclectic people, but... wow, I didn't know I had the Honorbound in my wagons.
Yeah. Yeah. That's us.
Well, I'm pleased to have you aboard. Tell me, what is your best adventure? Tell, you must have stories.
I'm just gonna look immediately to Flint. This is your expertise here.
Ah, yes,
Good
oh
sir.
charismatic one. Tell us a story.
Well, not so long ago, we ventured into the Deadwood, and we came across a strange laboratory of sorts. Venturing in, we came across several strange creatures, many good treasures, and a mystery or two to solve ourselves.
I'm really hoping you were playing your instrument and saying all of this. I just hear like Spanish music, like.
And he kind of like, he just looks up and goes, "Oh my gosh. Did you see, changing subjects here, did you fight that flying thing a few days back?"
I just
Sort
slowly
of.
kind of
Yes.
shake my head yes and no.
It seemed to get everybody's attention in the area. It was flying out towards, I think, Brigfang.
Brigfang. Is
Brigfang
that where you saw it go?
That's, if I remember correctly, yes.
That's a different piece of information. Okay. I wouldn't say we fought it so much as kept it away. I'm not sure anybody really would want to fight that thing.
Well, it is a big scary thing. I bet you could have a lot of great stories if you went to fight it. I mean, if I had the powers you did, I would love to go find that thing.
Well, we're definitely interested in fighting that thing too, but maybe under different circumstances.
Fair enough.
But I mean, it's a living, isn't it?
Yes, it is. You probably have loads of money.
We're
directly at Kakira.
As she's flying above the cart.
Yeah, it looks like not even.
we're doing okay, but Dukes usually do well.
Oh, And what was I going to say? As you all go ahead, I would say Sige, Marsica, and Kakira are probably the most insightful of the six of you.
That is accurate.
Yeah. The three of you would just notice that this fellow has completely avoided looking at Xarrikir this whole time.
Ooh.
Oof.
Don't like that.
Oh, how would Sige handle this? Oh gosh.
Get. Oh god.
I feel like Sige would be tactful enough to try and force the merchant's acknowledgement on this one. So he would probably do something along the lines of looking at Xarrikir like intently to try and get the point across that this is what he's trying to do. He would be like, Xarrikir, wasn't there something that you needed from the merchant?
No,
Totally throwing you under the bus. I'm sorry.
That's how you do it.
I don't think so.
Marsica will chime in and be like, "No, I'm pretty sure you mentioned something that you needed."
What did I need?
I don't remember. I know you need to get something from the merchant, right, Sige?
Yeah, I thought you were gonna ask the merchant if he had something in particular. Just, it's on the tip of my tongue.
See, the merchant is just like... just looking... is starting to look over at Flint and Calvio, like, back between the two of them as well.
How obvious is this?
Yeah, how obvious is this right now?
Not obvious for Flint and Calvio, but Kakira, Sige, and Marsica would.
Kakira would probably chime in and say, you look awfully uncomfortable. Is there something wrong? You're in good company here."
No, not uncomfortable at all.
What?
I'm fine.
What are you guys doing?
We're just trying to help Xarrikir remember what he needs to buy. That's all.
To be fair, I have a 7 in intelligence.
He didn't say he wanted to buy anything.
Well, that's. I mean, we have many goods. Many goods.
Wait, did he get boots? He might need boots.
Yes, I have boots.
Damn it! At the Hamlet.
Is the merchant distracted, like looking over at Calvio again?
Yeah.
So generally away from me.
Yeah.
Can I like whisper, like, so just Xarrikir will hear it and like tell him what our hunch is?
Sure.
Okay.
Go ahead and make me a stealth check.
Oh, okay.
You can do it.
Yep, I'm good. I got this.
Believe in you.
This poor merchant.
19.
Oh yeah,
Damn.
easy peasy. So what do you say? Yeah, what are you telling Xarrikir? You passed the check.
Okay, so I would tell him that we've noticed that the merchant has avoided looking at him, and I'm curious if it's something he's doing on purpose, or if there's something that he has against Xarrikir's kind.
It's probably both.
I'm going to run to use the restroom real fast. You guys continue to talk if you want. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. And and to tell Xarrikir to just like browse at the goods or maybe buy some. I don't know.
All right.
Yeah,
something
like
cool.
talk to the merchant.
Yeah, see what happens.
All right.
Confirm our suspicions.
I can already tell you that people don't like my race.
It's okay. We're confirming, so that way we can make the guy more uncomfortable.
Why?
I feel
Because-
like because it's Xarrikir, I feel like he would have just like spoken this.
Oh, yeah.
louder
Out
than-
loud.
I actually rolled for that, and I rolled to see if he would whisper back, and he did.
Oh, good. Okay.
Good. That was smart.
That's amusing. Okay. I was like, because that would be really funny. Just get it
Yeah.
out there in the open. People don't like my race.
Oh shit.
Oh god.
I want to find out if I heard any of this, but I need.
This is going to be very interesting going to Andorra with me.
It's gonna be something.
Yeah.
Because
If-
1, I'm a white cloak. 2, I'm a tiefling.
They don't
any-
dislike white cloaks.
If anything, Sige will be able to kind of understand. He hid for a long time, and it's only just now that he started to feel okay about not
Oh, bye, Patrick.
hiding in his hood.
But is your nickname to your race Devilkin?
No, but I am part dragon. There has been like one of me that I have known about.
Would I have heard any of the whispering?
What's your passive perception?
16.
Probably not, since you rolled a 19 with the skill check. So, what is Xarrikir, or is Sige talking right now?
No.
Okay, so what does Xarrikir say to the merchant at this point?
Hold on. Okay. I'm just gonna see if he has any magical gear, anything like that.
I don't have any magical gear.
No.
I'm just a simple merchant.
Do you have any idea where we can get any of those in Andorra?
Not in Andorra.
What's his body language while he's talking to Shane?
Like,
Yeah.
super tense. He's like he's like glancing at him and then looking away.
Do I notice this at this point?
I would say it's pretty obvious to everybody at this point.
Oh. Calvio's gonna be like, "Are you good? What's wrong with you?"
Nothing's wrong. Nothing's wrong at all.
Low blood sugar, and I hand him the cupcake.
God damn it.
He takes it and
Calvio's
just, like,
gonna
quickly eats it.
Calvio's gonna like walk up to him and be like poke his forehead like hey,
That
What's
wasn't
wrong?
very nice.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go sit back down and be like, people don't really like my race. It's understandable people have their own perceptions on what they think. Trying to think of words Xarrikir will try to say smart, but it's not coming out right.
Okay, you talk how you want to
Yeah.
talk. Don't overthink it.
I try to talk like Xarrikir, so.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to change people's perceptions on my kind.
And he leans in close to Calvio and he says, "And he has a white cloak."
do you not like white cloaks?
Well,
I mean, we don't like white cloaks either, but
they're kind of jerks.
kind of. I mean,
They're
We pickpocketed
self-righteous
too
fools,
before.
if you ask me.
I feel like Sige would kind of lean in really close at this point and be like, was that all that was bothering you?
Definitely, that was it. It's just the white cloak, nothing else.
Is he telling the truth?
Oh, fucking
No.
Calvio's gonna lean in a little closer and say, of all the people in this cart to lie to, I'm probably not the one to lie to.
I don't see many. And he kind of like under his breath says, "Infernal spawn."
Dragon?
Sige,
Talking bird.
I mean, it's already a lot to take in, but they have a
Sige
from the
would
Scorched Lands.
chime in at that point and be like, well, that's not even what we should call them in the first place. So,
What should
Xarrikir, what
I've
would
never
you
met one before.
prefer to be known as?
My race was considered to be called the Tiefling.
Tiefling.
That's a
Yes.
start.
Okay.
They're just people. I don't. What's the problem here?
He looks. Oh, I'm sorry. He looks like one of those demons from a story.
What story?
Okay. What? Yeah, that.
Just those stories your mother used to tell you as a kid? Scare you? Make you do your chores? Describe him look like that.
You mean wives' tales? Just
Kira looks confused. She did not get these stories as a child.
Yeah, that's good. How is Xarrikir reacting right now? Is he doing okay?
Yeah, he's used to this his whole life. So, he just tries to change people's perceptions on actions alone. So,
I know the
There's-
stories you speak of, and I know how they can hold one's imagination to picture someone to be something they're really not. This man is a member of the Honorbound and someone we would lay down our lives for. As such, I request, as a member of the Fireforge family and an upstanding member of Andorra, that you respect this man and show him the honor that is due to him.
He's at a loss for words. And
Marsica goes to fist bump Flint.
impactful moment.
Just like-
You just see a small.
says, Aye, you're right. And he turns, and you can tell it's an effort for him. And he turns and looks at Xarrikir in the eyes and says, I'm sorry.
thank you, but you don't need to apologize for anything. It is the perceptions of your fathers and the fathers' fathers that bestow this upon you. And I look to change that in the future. We are not all devil spawn of what you think.
Dramatic pauses.
And he says, I will do what I can to rectify that.
Thank you.
Spread word to the other merchants and everyone that this man is upstanding, and he is with the Honorbound.
My honest question. There were stories of slight altercations between the White Cloaks and the Honorbound. Are you truly one of their members? Have you all in the White Cloaks made amends?
No.
Xarrikir.
What did you guys do with my order?
Xarrikir, are you still part of the White Cloaks?
I
There's some things you
am.
should probably know.
Yeah, we should probably inform you.
Like, legit member?
I was
Or
not a part of this when it
member.
happened. All right.
Yeah, it was a slightly different group at the time, though I do not regret our actions that we
Oh,
took.
no.
No.
Not at all.
What happened?
You see,
Calvio
What
was
happened
mischievous.
two of them were being jerks at Horadine's Hamlet. And I may or may not have helped myself to some stuff I may have found lying around in their pockets.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
at
they
this point,
they
like,
were me.
Calvio would like do the
How
gestures
does
of
something
mage
lay
hands,
around
and you,
in their pocket?
and you see the mage hand like whoop, behind Calvio's shoulder, and then like ooh.
Stop the wizard speak and give it to me straight.
We pickpocketed the jerk on a white cloak guy.
Alright.
I encourage
Do I have
it, so
their
I'll
name?
take some blame for it too.
We do somewhere. It's
Make
in
me
my
history
other
check.
notes.
Oh, I can find it, probably.
Yeah.
If Marsica has the notes.
Let me see.
I think my camera froze.
It definitely did freeze.
That's
You can
okay.
try restarting it though.
I don't have their names, but I think I have the leader's name.
Shame on evil guys. Stealthy groups.
Shane, you gonna put your camera back?
I have a diary.
Yes.
Nice.
Exciting.
Oh, there he is.
Helpless companion.
So, Kakira, what name do you have?
The name I have written down is Freylin Holov, which I believe
That's
is
the
the
Exarch.
exarch
Yeah.
of White Cloaks. So not the guys we've dealt with.
No. So, are you gonna say that name?
No.
Okay.
I'm still looking. Hold on.
Make me history
Oh.
check, Marsica. Unless you want to keep looking. It's easy. If you took notes on it too, it'll give you a bonus. It's fine.
Okay.
Bonus for notes.
I know it's on there because it's like we talk about Mormons on it because I made a Mormon joke with my note.
They're basically they were kind of role played as Mormons in armor, basically.
18.
18. Oh yeah, that's plenty. You remember the name of Markin Truesign and Storin Morningbrand.
Stored Morning Brand. I definitely remember that name. Okay.
That kind
I
of sounds
was-
like a cereal.
So
Yeah.
is that one of the people that tied me to a tree, Aaron? Alright.
Markin Truesign and Storin were both among that party.
So you encountered them. Alright.
What kind of
My
jerks?
old troop.
Old as in no longer?
See, there was a fortress, Sunspear, that was under siege by an orc horde. Most of us died. We were the few people that escaped. Because of me being a tiefling, they tied me to a tree and let me to die there
Oh,
because of an
jerks.
altercation. So
That's-
yes,
that's
those
rude.
people were jerks.
They are jerks. That's right.
Sounds like maybe you probably shouldn't be a white cloak. If that's how they treat you.
I do not blame them, though. It's their perception on my race, and I must change that perception.
Flint's like all teary-eyed with like a handful of mashed potatoes in one hand. He like takes a bite and like puts a hand on his shoulder. He's like, "I'm so sorry. We're here for you now."
No, There's only been one other person in this world that's truly accepted me for who I was. And he's the reason why I was in the White Cloaks.
And who was that?
His name was Xarrikir. I didn't have a name. I took his. He fell during the Battle of Sunspear.
Oh.
Oh.
Did people appreciate that, or did people find that odd?
He gave me his cloak. So,
Remember all this?
yes, I haven't really had conversations with the White Cloaks after that.
So you're like an honorary White Cloak.
No, I completed my tasks. I am considered a White Cloak.
Okay.
I finished the trials.
So Are you
More than just
going-
those. Sorry.
Nope, go ahead. You got it.
Are more than just Mordecai and Storm? Is that what it was? still trying to
Markin
find-
and Storin.
Yeah. Is there more like that in the Honorbound, or is it just them?
And the White Cloaks.
Yeah. Sorry for the Honorbound.
Most were like that, but I think that the White Cloaks need to change. They don't need to have any reinforcement for saving people. It's supposed to be to uphold the light.
Supposed to be. But they don't seem to follow that.
I know. That's one thing I also must change.
So,
Fair
are
enough.
you planning on going back anytime soon, or?
Not anytime soon. This is more important matter.
Okay. But if you were done with your task that you did at the Deadwood, shouldn't you go tell them that you finished said task?
They didn't send me on that mission.
So who did?
Give me 1 second.
Pulling out the notes.
Yeah. So do you remember those notes that I had to take from you? That you gave me and I destroyed?
Yes.
Well, Vindis, he is one said weapon like that, who is upholding of justice and light. And I pull out my mace and be like, I've made a pact with him. He is the one that guided me to you.
Does Calvio know what a warlock is?
Make me a history check.
Ow. 11.
This sounds like fucking mumbo jumbo, man.
Calvio just like squinty eyes Xarrikir and is like, so there's something in your mace?
Yes.
Would Kakira know about this?
Didn't like
About warlocks?
There was a group.
Kakira would. I'm not gonna make you roll for that. Yes, Kakira
Okay.
would know of warlocks.
There are a group of wizards and witches that seek to gain immortality, and they bound their souls into weapons, thinking that they could escape it.
okay.
But in doing so, their soul and physical body is now into the weapon, and all of their magic powers,
Right.
and their ideals.
Right. Oh.
And the one that I serve says there shouldn't be more of that. No one should go through what he did. But all the corrupt should be atoned for.
So Calvio's gonna like pull out his staff and kind of like look at it, the fear staff, and like, Should I be worried about you?
You hear a small voice in your head. I don't know, should you?
You could just tell me.
I'm just looking
Sige.
right now.
4.
There's no response.
Okay, we can do this the easy way, or we could do this the hard way.
Sige.
The easy way is
What?
you get to keep being a staff, and we can keep the whole status quo thing here.
Are we all just watching this?
Yes,
You were
I-
all watching.
Yes.
Talk to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Having a Gollum moment.
Or we could do this the hard way, and I snap you in half and throw you into a fire on the side of the road.
Okay, first, Sige, what did you have to say before you lose the
Sige,
point?
as he's going through this whole spiel, looks at you and is like, I knew it. I knew it this whole damn time. And now, in the middle of the cart, you just start speaking to this damn thing that you picked up in a dungeon. And you thought, out of all people, thought it would be okay to keep this thing. Sige is like,
What's the
have you
merchant
learned
doing?
nothing?
The merchant is just like looking forward, like, oh god, we need to fucking get to Andorra. He's like, goes paying attention. He's looking at his cart driver.
Sige is just like, you've got to be kidding me. I swear to God, you are the stupidest human I have ever met.
Are you talking to Calvio or me right now?
Please tell the Calvio. I promise.
That moment of, oh my god. Calvio, make me an intimidation check.
Okay. Woo-hoo-hoo.
It's
I'm gonna
funny
say with
'cause, like,
advantage because I
Because-
see him talking with it. I'm grabbing my mace and starting to stand up.
With advantage.
Okay, I'm glad it's not that one. Where's my intimidation thing? Okay, there it is. Okay, that's a 19.
You watch as the staff poofs and is gone.
Sige's
Well-
like, you idiot!
Go ahead and remove fear from your attuned slots.
Well, I suppose that solves one problem.
Hey, problem
Maybe someone in Andorra has some an herbal remedy that he can take. I think he's lost too many brain cells.
Maybe the yellow suit made him go crazy.
Maybe.
Something.
Is he
I
still
swear
wearing
to
that?
God.
solved. I'm definitely still wearing the fucking suit. No, I probably would have taken it off when we got out. I would have taken it off. I'm not wearing it.
Sige will turn back to Calvio and be like, if you ever pick up something like that again and you don't tell us, I'm going to hold you over the edge of a cliff and watch you squirm.
Flint's just like,
Are-
I
wait,
need a
are-
spatula
like,
that talks.
You are gonna hold me, or you, animal, you are gonna hold me.
Depends on the day and how I'm feeling.
I don't think you could hold me over.
Depends on the day and how I'm feeling.
I don't think you could hold me over.
Do you want to try it right now, pretty boy?
The merchant's like, look, Andorra, look, we're getting to Andorra. I see walls.
He'll lean up to the merchant and be like, "Don't worry, nothing's gonna happen. He's just Calvio's not the brightest of us."
Yeah. Even if he
Probably
tried,
the
I
one
would
with
shoot
the
him
highest
before he could
intelligence,
stand.
literally, though.
Yeah,
I know.
Marsica?
I said even if he tried, I would shoot him before he could stand.
For what?
I don't think you guys understand how tanky I am.
You'd be able to hit him.
I still would be able to hit you.
No, you probably couldn't.
You see the walls?
I was doing math in my head. I was like,
Okay.
I'm plus 10. Okay.
And you watch as you start passing past one of the forts that marks the outskirts of Andorra. So,
That's amusing.
At least we knew about the dagger.
so
What dagger?
Problem solved.
This isn't the dagger, though.
you guys are
Everything's
reading-
fine.
The merchant passes you through the first gate and drops you guys off by
Stick in the mouth.
the Pilgrim and Scroll Inn. Where are you all heading?
Sige,
Nerf.
Sige would apologize to the merchant for causing such a scene in hopes that he continues to have safe travels.
He just nods and says, thank you. You've opened my eyes a great deal and given me an interesting story to tell.
Kakira would
I'm sure
pat him
we
on the
have.
back and put another gold in his hand.
Okay. He gladly takes it and like pockets it. You like don't even see it leave your hand and it's in his pocket. But he's currently traveling up into the inner city, it looks like. So, where are you guys heading? Are you heading to Zerf now?
Zerf.
Zerf.
For multiple reasons.
Does Flint, Kakira, Sige, or Xarrikir have any other ideas too?
This is the first time of me being in Andorra, so
Oh, that's right.
Are you like?
I kind of want to introduce Xarrikir to my family.
I feel like before we would have gotten out, Sige would have asked Xarrikir, "Do you want a cloak or to remain hidden, or do you care? And are you just going to be as is in the city of Andorra?"
I don't really care. I'll be as it is.
This should be interesting.
And-
Oh, natural.
So, I know you guys probably have things you want to do, but we probably should really go talk to Zerf first.
Because
Sige
of your
definitely
stupid
wants to talk to
staff?
Zerf.
No. I'm gonna go with the giant, powerful object that we found.
Oh, there's that too.
That's a thing.
No, Sige definitely wants to go talk to Zerf and get that over with, but if we manage to have time, he would like to look around the city, or he would like to go find the area that had broken out with disease and talk to the people that came from Aurealis to help contain
Sure.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would
he
also
Kakira
much
definitely.
would definitely be going with that as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, for
sounds like a
sure.
good idea.
at
That's
some
like
point.
So-
number 2 on his list.
I'm just gonna be going where everyone's going.
Okay. So, coming to Andorra, Xarrikir, this is the first time you've come to such a large city. It's almost daunting. You've seen it off in the distance, like in a few of your mountain treks on your way towards the Quiet Laboratory. But you've never been here in person. The walls are grandiose. There are cobblestone streets, and everywhere you look, there are buildings and people. It's a little daunting. In this sector, you also get the faint smell of something earthy and animal musk. So, but you all head to Xarrikir first. Or, Zerf first.
The other Z
There-
name.
Yeah, the other Z name. So as you're walking, you cross a bridge, and Xarrikir, as you all are approaching and walking up to Zerf's tower, you see a large, probably 6 to 8 story tower that is markedly different from the architecture from everything else. It is white marble with red inlay, and there is a bridge. I believe there's a moat around her tower, if I remember correctly, but it walks through almost this park area, and leading up these pristine stairs. You all get there, and this green creature with one central eye and 4 eye stalks just appears and goes, "Oh, you're back! What do you want?"
Gilbert, we need to see Zareth.
Tell her there are invisible ears.
Invisible ears, invisible ears, invisible ears. Are there invisible eyes too? Invisible ears.
Possibly.
And the eyes are almost like looking at different members of your group as he's doing this, and the central eye kind of shifts around looking at different people. And he says, "I'll be right back," and kind of disappears, and a moment later the door swings open.
Okay.
And
Hopefully she
go.
got my...
And we go, yeah.
Yep. Okay. And we go.
And we go.
so you walk in to this grand hall area. There are currently 2 tea tables set up, and coming down quickly from the central spiral staircase, you see Zerf in her white and gold trimmed robes coming down, and she says, "Oh, what brings you here on such short notice? And you say invisible eyes and ears? Did I mistake this?"
Nope. Invisible eyes and ears.
You see that she snaps, and there's like this, almost this silvery sheen that glazes over her eyes, and she looks, and she points at something immediately and goes, "Well, that's taken care of."
I'm gonna need you to show me how you did that.
Oh, yes, I can. Can you not see invisibility?
Not yet.
I can show you the spell.
I'll make you a deal. I'll show you the spell, and I'll show you this. Or you show me the spell, and I'll show you this. And Calvio takes out the spark, the piece of spark.
And immediately she kind of zones in and says, "Now is that what I think it is?"
Yeah.
I like the smile. Yeah.
She takes a few slow steps forward. Her eyes are still glazed over silver, by the way, and she keeps looking around. And she takes a look at it, and she kind of waves a hand over yours as you're holding it out, and she says, "I can almost feel the power coming off of it."
It's kind of crazy. We know it does stuff, but we haven't tried it yet. I'm kind of afraid to be honest with you.
Do you have any idea what it does right now? And even if it's split, does this section alone do something?
Is there somewhere we can go I can show you?
Let me think. Come here. And she
Okay.
motions for all of you to follow her up the stairs.
Oh,
I am trying to get into her locked kitchen at the moment.
As you're going up, she kind of looks down and sees Flint trying to get into the kitchen, and she says, "Are you not curious about this? Is food all that's on your mind?"
Usually the food's the most important thing.
Food is the most important meal of the day.
On that note, we might need to have a conversation about his food thing, but that's weird. We can talk about that later. This is important.
Do you really want into the kitchen, Flint? It's up to you. Aaron doesn't care one way or the other. This is Zerf's reaction. Here you have push to talk on.
I want to show her my new cooking stuff.
Do you want me to come down later and see what you can do? Or...
It's actually kind of weird.
I'll do it when
It's
we
kind
go
of
to the
weird.
new place, wherever we're going.
Oh, okay. Well, let me just come and follow. and she leads you up the stairs. And you go about 3 stories up, and you come to a door that is a double door in intricately carved wooden lace in it. And she waves a hand over it, and it opens. As you walk inside, it seems to be a blank room, and there are lots of explosive marks all over this thing.
Well, this is a
You
cool
can test
room.
it in here.
Cool. Are you sure?
Yes. Just
Calvio
Do
takes
the
the dynamo spark thing and just chucks it to use the thing. It says
so-
to throw the sphere,
Yep.
and then the storm thing appears. Yeah.
Yep. So, you throw the sphere, and immediately, almost like a Pokeball, as it goes and lands, it bounces a few times and then jumps up, and it emanates this electrical field that, as you see off in the distance, probably about like 40 or 50 feet. Check it out. You don't want to get damaged by it. You see just this sphere of electricity and arcs of lightning coming off of it.
Yeah. So it does that.
And she is like, you see out of nowhere, there is there seems to be a paper behind her that is furiously taking notes as she's just staring at this thing intently.
That's so cool. It can do it 6 times, and it regains a thing every day. But if you use it too much, you can't use it for a long time, like a week or something.
And you watch as the notes are transcribing. If you look at the paper, it says exactly what Calvio said, transcribed word for word. And there's a little like note under it that says Calvio Venenarius.
Dope.
And so, it dissipates after I think like a minute, right, or however long, unless it gets dispelled or something. But it takes that amount of time, and she urges you to let it last the full amount of time, and then she records how long that takes, and it goes zoop and lands back on the ground where it is.
So Calvio would walk back over and pick it up, and then bring it back. Do you want to try?
Who are you handing it to?
Zerf?
Okay. She takes a look at it, and she's gonna make an Arcana check. Oh yeah, easy. She says, "I don't think it'll work for me," and she hands it back to you.
Why not?
You've spent some time with this, have you not?
Oh,
I believe
right.
it is attuned to you.
Yeah, that's the thing. It does. It literally says requires. In my notes right there.
That's okay. You could have gotten her to throw the thing, and nothing would have happened if she failed her Arcana check.
That would have been amusing.
So.
Do you know? Since we're here, do you know if lead container would keep this amount of magic hidden?
It would keep it hidden from any sort of scrying spells. It should hold it.
In your opinion, is it safer with us or here with you?
That's hard.
Yep.
On one hand, they did have the orb, and they saw you here. If you leave it here with me, whoever's following you, I assume they're after this.
Yeah.
They will attack my tower. I have defenses set in place, but I have no idea what they're capable of.
Well, there are 3.
Okay?
That we know of.
That we know of, yes. We, to be honest with you, handled them quite well. However, one of them has the ability to bring people back to life, and that makes it a bit difficult.
Challenging.
One of them's a mage named Cerilius.
You recognize that
Cerilius
name?
is with them?
The Luckbender. Yeah.
She came
do
to
you know
study
about
with me
her?
for a time. Too
Oh.
ambitious.
Oh,
She good with messing with people's dreams.
You see, as she kind of looks at you, and immediately her jaw starts to clench. And she says, "That is a forbidden spell I told her not to find."
It's happened 3 times now. Twice to Kakira and once to me. Although she found more success with Kakira than I.
It's very difficult to defend against that. She thinks for a moment. She says, "It takes a bit of effort. She can only probably do it once or twice a day. But I know some powerful hags have a similar ability. So, some time ago, a few hundred years, there was an item that was created to protect against it.
Yeah?
It's a dream catcher of sorts, with silver inlaid wire. It was taken from the Aurealis archives quite some time ago. I'm not sure where it is now, but that is a good place to start if you wish to look for it."
Do
Are
you
we all
know-
in the room together right now?
Yeah,
I would
everybody's
assume
together right
so.
now.
Yeah, okay.
Do you know, in the meantime, of a way to keep us from being scryed upon?
Roll me a low, higher, the same with a d20.
Oh shit! I hate these. They're so scary. I'm gonna go with high.
What did
Higher
you
than
roll?
you. 19.
I rolled a natural 1. So, yes. She says, "I have one necklace of non-detection. I use it for myself," and she takes it and shows the necklace that she's wearing. And she then says, "But I have not needed it for some time. I would be willing to loan it out to you for what you've done for the city and for me. But I want it back."
That's fair. Does it only affect one person, or does it affect like a radius?
One person. Keeps one person from being scryed on.
So, for instance, if there was another person in our party that could be scryed upon, it really wouldn't do anything, would it?
Unless you pick the person that it is easy for them to scry on. Maybe
Kakira.
that one person is easier to scry on than the rest of them for some reason.
I mean, they pretty much got in a fight with all of us. I'd say that makes us all vaguely familiar. A fireball to the face will do that to you.
Yeah,
Yeah, but they did hurt
most
Kakira.
people were pretty hidden.
And it's Sige.
Well,
'Cause
so
Calvio was like behind a bunch of trees and behind a rock. Marsica was in a tree.
I jumped out of a tree and hit somebody in the face with a
While you guys
mace.
discuss this, apparently drinking 2 full things of my water bottle before a stream is a bad idea. So
Huh,
you guys
go
continue
figure.
to discuss this. I'll be
Potty
right back.
break!
I'm also
Okay.
gonna get some.
So, they've definitely gone after Kakira twice. And they've gone after me once.
And failed.
Successfully
Oh.
Yeah, successfully after Kakira.
I'll be right back.
Not
as well.
so successfully after me.
Yeah.
So, one would assume they can scry on both of us.
Or they were testing the waters to see how well they would do against you, too.
I
Moving around the
suppose.
party.
I just
But if
worry
they
that-
got success with Kakira, they might go back. And we can't have her.
Well,
Didn't you just make a deal with Zerf though that if you showed her the spark,
yeah,
she'd
I'd get see invisibility.
Yeah.
So that is a thing, but
I guess my concern is if they do scry on Kakira again, and Kakira fails the saving throw, which is most likely going to happen, to be honest.
Well, that's not scrying. That's the dream spell.
Oh, that's a different.
yeah.
Scrying is them being able to see and hear what we're doing.
Yeah, okay.
The
I
other
mixed
thing is
things up.
invading my dreams.
I thought the
That-
amulet was to help with the dreams.
No,
And then the
amulets to keep us
invisibility
from being
spell.
scried on.
Damn it. Okay. Well, then I guess it doesn't
So-
really help, does it?
Well, the amulet could help. I mean, we would just give it to Kakira. I mean, if we borrowed it, we would give it to Kakira. There's literally 0 point in me having it.
Yeah,
Um,
that might be a good idea. Just anyway,
But
just in case.
Zerf is a boon to us, and I don't want there to be any reason why Zerf would be in danger. So I'm
That's
inclined
true.
to
her
not
to keep
leave
it.
the spark here or take.
We should hold on to it.
I would support that decision.
Yeah.
Now that my brain's on the right path, I agree.
I
So what are you
think
guys discussing?
basically what we're at is not taking the necklace from Zerf,
Okay.
but me learning see invisibility, and I'm assuming dispel magic from her, and having that be what we do. Because if we take her amulet and we get the lead box, then essentially what happens is they don't know what happened while we were in the tower, and when we left, if they can detect it, then they can't detect it anymore. So the logical explanation is we left at the tower.
Wait,
But
say that again.
so if we come here, we take amulet, right? And we leave spark. Not only can they scry on her, but the spark is here. And if we decide not to leave the spark, but we put it in a lead box and leave, then they can't detect the spark anymore, and it just seems like we left it here. So either way, they're gonna attack the tower if they can scry on her. So I think we leave her with the necklace, and she can just teach me dispel magic and see invisibility, and it costs some spell slots, but every time we think it's just I go boop bop and it's gone.
Just like that.
Boop bop,
It's gone.
gone. Yeah. That being said, it takes me 2 spell slots, but it's also a really high spell slot for them.
I'm trying to see. Dispel magic, is it 3rd level or? Pretty sure it's 3rd level. Yeah.
Yes. Sorry. I realized my
No,
mic
you're
was
all
off.
good.
So I would essentially, when everyone else leaves, I would chill here and learn those 2 spells.
Okay. It takes you. We can go ahead and do that right now, as if everybody has other things that they want to do throughout the city. It would take you, if you could do
5
what is
hours.
it? Yeah, it'd take you 5 hours to do that all.
Yeah.
So, which is
Even
possible
with
to
like
do it within the
Zerf's
day.
help.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Zerf's
Okay.
help is making it so she is providing the gold cost, basically. It
Oh,
still takes
dope.
time for him to learn it. So
Gotcha.
she's so that's what the help is from her, since you allowed her to study the
Cool.
the sphere. So
Yeah, I know Sige and probably Kakira would want to go check out all
Absolutely.
the disease stuff.
Let me know what
Here's
you guys
ready.
find, and if
So is
the
Sige.
people from Aurealis have any magic things that they're willing to sell.
Definitely.
Have fun, bye.
We'll make sure it doesn't talk.
Well,
Yeah, I'm just gonna go with everyone else because I have no idea where I'm gonna be going.
well, we're gonna be out in the shanty towns, not in Andorra proper, which is where all the fancy things are.
you guys can hit fancy things as you head towards the shanty towns if you want. You're traversing
I
the
guess
entire
that's
city
fair.
basically. It's up
Are
to
we
you.
still at Zerv?
Yeah,
They're
you're about
leaving,
to leave.
basically.
Okay, I want to cast Find Steed, but
Okay.
how it forms is it starts out like a plate of like cooked lamb chops and like other stuff like that, like all seasoned and everything, and like the parts like float up and form like the ram, and then it slowly turns and grows its fur from that and like turns into its steed.
Wow. That's like reverse cooking. That's really
Yeah.
cool. That's awesome. And
That was kind of
Zerf
badass.
just looks and goes, "Oh, what?
Yep. That's
How did you
exactly
do
my
that?"
reaction.
The food is strong with me.
The food is strong with
Oh
this
my
one.
god. The food is strong with me.
I feel like
Her
he
Sige
could
jaw
just-
just like
dropped.
I feel like
he
Sige
could
just
just
shakes
do
his
this
head.
Chef
And is like,
Strikes Back.
yeah, that's
Fucking
pretty cool.
goddamn it. The only thing I can think of, Zerf, is that he just loves food so much that he can just do this now. I don't know.
I am then going to do Arcane Refreshment, and I'm going to summon 8 magical-looking, glorious cupcakes with, like, a little cookie in the frosting, and, like, it's going to give her the memory of her childhood. And, like, I just kind of sit there with, like, a spatula with my hand out with a plate that's empty, and I, like, summon the food like that. And, like,
Oh my god.
What
She
a great
takes the
mental
cupcake
image.
and is she is dubious at first, visibly dubious. And then she takes a bite. And her eyes kind of go wide, and you see as tears start to fill up in her eyes.
Oh.
And she looks at you and says, I haven't thought about that in some time. Thank you.
I'm not sure what you saw, and I'm not sure how I made it, but it's certainly interesting. And tasty.
I'll say it was delicious. Hold on to that. So, does everybody else eat these cupcakes?
If
he
he
made
Yeah.
ate
eight
them,
Yeah,
then
yeah.
I've
He's
definitely
done this
Yeah.
before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the
Yeah.
first time he's
Yeah.
done this.
Okay.
I think it's the second time he's done this for us.
Yeah.
Have you guys shared the memories yet? If you don't want to, that's okay. I don't think you've shared the
No. I think it caught us off guard the first time.
Yeah.
memories. Is it going to catch you
No.
off guard this time if I ask you to share what your memory would be?
It depends on who goes first.
Maybe a little bit.
I'll start with David. I'll start with
Oh
Calvio.
god damn! I knew you were gonna make me do it. They're kind of so It's a strange thing for Calvio as he eats cupcake. The memories are shattered. It's almost like somebody took 2 movie reels and merged them together, and the scenes are different depending on how far he goes. So some of the memories are memories of a young elf that he has no idea who the fuck is, and some memories are memories that he actually does recognize, like himself and the few memories that he has with his parents, like playing before the fire and being abandoned. So it's a really strange experience for Calvio.
What
was
about
cool.
Marsica? As you just take a bite.
Mm-hmm.
Nom 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 nom.
Gotta see. Alright, for Marsica, it's probably a dream of one of the less stressful days being back in Honorbound. Relaxing in, not necessarily relaxing, but, just like in the city, the beautiful elvish, picture Rivendell or whatever, city, the waterfalls, listening to the music going on in the background with her parents, and the family dog.
Alright.
Yeah. And no, we'll leave it at that. We're good with that.
Okay. What about Kakira?
Kakira would have kind of. Is it one memory or is it like a bunch of memories?
It's usually one memory from your childhood.
It would probably be one of the times she was with her grandfather, like out hunting or, running through the forest and exploring when she was little.
Nice. Xarrikir,
Yes.
what memory would this cupcake... Do you eat the cupcake first? And second, what would the memory be?
So I do take a bite out of this cupcake, and I think the memory would be of Xarrikir accepted me into the order and actually treating me like a human being, like an actual person.
And Sige.
So, first, I have a question.
Okay.
Are these dwarvish-sized cupcakes? Are they like normal human-sized cupcakes?
They're like perfectly sized to each person's race.
Oh, so mine's like a really big cupcake. Okay. That's hilarious, because I was like, if it's a little one, you'll just see Sige like pop the whole thing into his mouth, like toss it up and catch it. Okay. Well then, Sige would take a bite, and I feel like the memory you would get from Sige, or that Sige would have, is it would be one of the first times that he was out in the forest by himself as young dragon, just kind of starting to break away. He had kind of run away this time, and so he's just out exploring and happening upon all these animals that are like really that he's able to get, like really close to, and just has like some really cool and neat animal interactions out in the forest.
Nice. And lastly, Flint. Does the magic even work for you, since you are the one who made it?
I would say yes if I choose to let it.
Okay.
And I would. The memory Flint would have. It is a dark, stormy night, and he is a young boy sitting in an alley outside of a forge, and he hears the sound of a hammer, and he is whistling, and it is of the Fire Forge, like head father, kind of coming out and taking me in.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you all find yourselves back, shunted into the room with Zerf. She says that is a special ability.
Is it though?
Have you ever heard of anything about this type of magic before in your research?
Glimmers of some magical dishes, perhaps, but nothing to this extent where somebody can conjure it from thin air.
It's the strangest magic I think I've ever seen. It makes you wonder if it's the spark or the flame sometimes.
It makes me hungry.
And she takes that thought that you said, wonder if it's the spark or the flame sometimes, and you see her eyes widen. And she takes some notes, some more on that paper. And she turns towards Flint with this really intense gaze. And kind of like almost like leans in closer to you and like points a finger and says, "You want to visit your friend Elgash, right?
Of course.
So you will be here whenever you're in Andorra and have a free moment."
Yeah? I am often up here visiting family and friends.
You will do some of these spells for Elgash and he will take notes for me.
Okay.
Just ask him to make food for you. That's really all you gotta do.
Will you make food for Elgash?
Absolutely. You gotta unlock
Excellent.
the kitchen, though.
It's done.
All right. Flint immediately just starts walking to the kitchen.
Yeah.
I told you it was weird.
So, Flint is hanging out in the kitchen. Calvio is hanging out with Zerf, transcribing spells.
First I was supposed to grab Elgash, right?
Oh, yeah. You bring
So I'll grab
down.
Elgash and then go to the kitchen.
Okay. You take Elgash down, and he's like, "Oh, my friend, how have you been? It's been some time."
I put both hands on his shoulders, and I'm like, "I have something amazing to show you. Follow me."
he follows you into the kitchen. He's like, "Oh, okay." Like,
I pretty much
right.
demonstrate the same stuff that I did.
And he's currently taking notes and everything. How long do you spend? Are you going to do this quickly and then go with the rest of the group, or are you going to take some time here?
I would spend like 30 minutes to an hour with Elgash.
Okay. Is the rest of the group going to wait, or are you guys going to go on ahead? Calvio's here for the rest of the day, basically, so...
Do you
Marsica.
want us to wait for you?
Whoa.
What the hell, Shane?
Shane!
I don't know what you just did, but your mic went crazy.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You guys don't have to wait for me. I plan on visiting my mother and father after this.
So,
Okay. So, then, the rest
My
of the
mic-
group...
I guess we set up.
hey Flint, when you go to your family, can you ask your dad if he's done with my necklace thing?
Absolutely.
Gem?
Marsica would like to go to
Aaron's
the
trying to remember.
general store.
Sure.
Get arrows. She wants arrows.
You can easily pick up arrows along the way.
In a lead box.
Yeah, we can look for a lead box while we're out.
Okay.
I just had a memory of us ordering like a flag or something at some point when we were in
yeah.
Andorra.
That's right.
Is that? Do you think it's done?
Probably very done by now. Holy shit.
Should we go pick
Since
that up?
like our name has like spread a bit more since then, have they like added like embroidering to like the edges or something, like try to make it a little fancier? Like,
Sure. Yeah.
Nice.
So, you go about your business. How many arrows are you going to buy?
I'll do
Yes.
one bundle's 20, right?
One bundle is 20 arrows for 1 gold piece.
Yeah.
before the group splits, if we're all staying in Andorra for the night, I propose we stay at my parents'.
Dope.
That puts me up to 50.
Down.
I started it. I had a little 60. I think one bundle.
Bundle's fine? Okay.
One
That
bundle.
brings you up. Yeah. So you could easily do that. Looking around for a lead box that will hold that. That is going to be...
I'll be right back while this is all going on.
Okay. Do-do-do-do. Got lead.
Oh, that's the first doodaloo of the game today.
Oh my god.
We need a doodaloo counter.
Oh my god.
Is this something I can create as a mod? That would be cool.
Oh my god. The do-do-do counter.
Oh, I could
that's-
do this.
Oh, where'd he go?
Oh, kitty.
That's gonna be 4. It'll be like 5 gold to get a lockbox. I think I'm doing my math correctly. But it's gonna be about 5 gold for a lead box for that.
We're gonna really need to find a bag of holding.
Yeah, that should be fine.
Okay.
Sige would pay for the lead box.
Okay. So you have to go ahead and add a lead lockbox to your inventory. So,
We need to send Aaron the hag of folding.
oh my god.
Thing that we
Remind me, Calvio, because I'm forgetting and I can't find it in my notes. What was the chain?
Oh, I asked Flint's dad if he would craft a necklace that would hold that gem of light thing that had like a little shutter thing in front of it, so I could go like,
right.
and then it would be on, and then I could go and then close it.
Yep. Okay. Cool. That would definitely be done, and they can pick that up
Dope.
along the way. And
Dope.
that's something. So if Michael forgets about it, then that's something that could have just happened.
Okay.
Talk to him about it. So you guys do all of your shopping that's needed. Does Xarrikir or Kakira need anything else?
I mean, we've got there's alchemists somewhere in Andorra, and I would be able to buy more herbs for healing.
Yeah. It's 25. It would be, what is it? 25 gold for the cost of the herbs. And then it would take you, I believe it was like an hour or 5 hours. I'm not remembering right now to create the potion.
It depends on which type of potion I'm creating, I believe.
Okay.
Because I can do a standard potion of healing, or I can make a greater potion of healing, I believe.
The greater potion of healing requires a troll's blood, if I remember correctly. Or
Shoot.
was that
But we
superior?
have that. We have
He used
that.
it.
I used that
Ooh.
earlier for like 6 potions of healing.
Yeah. He made a bunch
Shoot.
for it. So,
Guys, we need to go find a troll.
Troll!
that possibly.
In-
though.
Is there a dungeon anywhere nearby?
So, I mean, there are
you-
some sewers that you guys said you were going to explore.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
well, maybe not
Yeah.
today.
I will hold off on the herbs until I have everything I need,
Okay.
aka more troll's blood.
Fair enough.
I'm
You
assuming
can-
that's not something I can just buy.
Nah, you gotta go hunt for that. You gotta go find it.
I mean,
but you
just
can
post something on the internet.
Oh my
You can just
God.
post something on the internet, and they'll come find you.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
You're right, they're everywhere.
You can do what was I gonna say? You can do a normal potion of healing without trolls.
Oh,
You can get that. You can do the base one, just one, without trolls.
Could I have
Oh.
possibly given Kakira something and asked Kakira for something before she left?
Sure. What are you asking?
Yeah.
Too late. Can I give Kakira my what the fuck is it called? My alchemist's fire thing that I've had for like an eternity,
Your
and
what?
ask her to study it and try and make another one or figure out how to make it.
What is it?
It's
called Alchemist's Fire.
Basically, you throw it on something and it lights on fire and does damage.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah.
So
It's basically a Molotov cocktail.
that's a really good way to think about it. Yeah, it's basically a Molotov cocktail.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Nope. Okay. Then I'm
So you
getting
want me
rid
to
of that.
look at that?
Yeah, do what you need. If you can figure out how to make one, so we can
Okay.
make some, that'd be dope.
Is that an actual item?
Yeah, it's an
Oh.
actual item.
Flask of Alchemist Fire.
Yeah, so now you have a flask of Alchemist Fire.
Cool.
And I do not.
Add to equipment. Oh, cool.
yeah.
That's fun.
So,
Also, the pearl necklace that I have, if I give is there a pearl thing that
Oh!
that Kakira needs that for?
yeah, does Kakira have spells? Also, Heaven just redeemed Give Character Inspiration. So, who are you giving inspiration to?
We can do that?
I don't know.
You're
I
right.
was trying to see what would happen
So,
if I did that.
So I had it set up so that my thought process was non-players can give you guys inspiration.
No.
So,
That's what I
but
figured.
You guys can't give each other inspiration.
Wait, why not? How could that possibly be abused?
I just felt fancy because I have way more than enough points to do that, so I just
Haha.
I wanted to see what you would do.
Well, maybe we can do that to remind Aaron to give out inspiration.
We could. We could.
So he doesn't have to give it to us right then, but it's like, hey.
Yeah. So that does remind me. I do want to give Flint a point of inspiration for all the role play that's been happening
Okay, yeah, there we
with a
There we
lot of
go.
that stuff. So, Flint, you can go ahead and take a point of inspiration.
So if
So
if I do it as a moderator, then it's just a reminder for you.
yeah, we
If I
can
think
do that.
something cool happens, then I'll hit it.
You'd be like, do it, give him inspiration.
Yeah, okay.
That's a really good way to remind me, though. Too.
Okay. That's
So-
that's fair.
Yeah.
And then you can
Um,
still be like, no.
Yeah, that's fair. So, the four of you who are out eventually make your way to. Oh, Kakira, you had
I
something.
did have one more because I was looking through my
Okay.
bag because I just collect random stuff. Is there anything that I can do with Chimera's poison? Like, is there anything I can make with it, or
Make me a knowledge herbalism check. So,
I
basically,
mean, I would be asking Zerf or
Oh, asking Zerf. I mean, she would
or
tell
her
you.
assistant.
You would know just from talking with them. You could make probably a pretty virulent poison with that, like to coat somebody's blade with.
Oh.
Pick me. Pick me.
Or arrows.
you.
You could do a certain number of
Oh,
arrows. That's also
never
a
mind.
possibility.
Do that. She always hits.
So it would take like a few like agents that would stabilize it and make it more consistent.
Mhm.
And those would be a little expensive. Like you'd probably have to spend about 20 to 30 gold to get that stuff together. And then
Chump change.
there you go. Yeah. So
Cool. I will look for that stuff after
if-
we leave Zerf's tower.
basically, the higher quality material you get, the more damage it will do. The more better
Great.
poison it will be, right?
Get
So
the good stuff.
with that, like if you were to spend like 30 gold, you would add an extra D8 of poison damage. If you spent up to like 100 gold, it would turn into like probably 4d8 of poison damage with that type of.
Get the good stuff. Give it to her.
Yeah.
Get
I'm
the
definitely
good
looking
stuff.
for whatever I need to make this poison.
So it'll take you probably about a good better part of an hour to 2 hours. It's not the best that you know of, but they're charging 60 gold for it, and this type of poison would add 2 extra D8. It would coat one blade for one use, or it would coat 5 arrows.
Is that the best stuff they have?
That's the best stuff you can find currently. Go ahead and make me an investigation check for anything more.
I was gonna say, can they check the back?
Yeah.
Got anything in the back? Investigation?
Yep.
Okay. 18?
Oh,
That's pretty good. Nice.
Wait, hold on. Let me
So-
check if I get advantage. I don't know if I get advantage
you
on
wouldn't get
that.
advantage on this with the goggles wouldn't help you with this. This is basically asking around and trying to talk to people.
Okay.
Investigation.
Wait.
It's not an investigation. based on
Additionally,
sight.
you have advantage on intelligence, investigation, and wisdom perception checks that rely on sight.
Yeah, but this doesn't rely on sight. This relies on talking to people and asking questions. That's the kind of
Phooey.
investigation check it is.
All right.
Yeah. So with an 18 though, you find somebody kind of in a seedy part on the northern side of town on the way to the shanty town. Oddly close to that abandoned tower. Somebody who's selling a stabilizing agent for 80 gold, and it would be a 3d8 poison.
Okay.
You gonna go for that?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. So you
Seems
get
illegal.
that one. It is very shady. Like this dude is like hiding behind.
Does the quality seem good though? Like,
with the
it's not
investigation
just-
check? Yeah, the quality does seem good.
do you want to buy any watches?
I was gonna say,
You wanna
is
buy
this a
some
drug
now?
deal?
He's giving off drug dealer vibes a little bit.
I'm sure.
Is he wearing a red polo shirt?
He's not wearing a polo shirt because polo shirts don't exist. He's wearing a red tunic.
Sige would ask Kakira, are you sure this is... This just seems a little, suspicious.
Well, I mean, it's a really high quality ingredient. I mean,
I mean, okay. Just... I don't know you if someone gets caught.
Me? What's the worst that can happen?
I feel like this might be worth it.
Marsica
Alright,
falls
then Sige will, like, turn around and just make sure that they won't get in trouble.
Yeah, Marsica's watching. She's always watching.
Make me a perception check.
Oh, okay.
she's always watch.
Kakira's
hard.
also,
Trick.
I'd say, pretty decent at being sneaky or like blending in
Yeah.
because she's kind of used to it.
It's a bird.
24.
Oh yeah. You see that they're as the conversation goes on with them, like after he has bought the stabilizing agent, there's definitely some guards that are starting to look towards the alleyway.
Alright, looks like we should go.
Oh, like, yeah, I'll nudge. I'll be like,
Keep on our merry way to go find out what
to
this
see the
disease
wizard.
Literally?
is.
Oh my god. So you have this stabilizing agent. It'll take some time to make this poison though.
That is okay.
Yeah,
I don't
you'll have to
remember how
sit
to
down.
add items. Oh, there it is.
Very carefully.
Thank
They
you.
changed all of it like
You're
a long ass time ago too, and I'm like, grr.
Fairly recently, actually.
So
It used to be way easier to find things.
by this point, unless there's anything else you guys would like to do, the four of you make your way out into the shanty towns, and you come across, there is a few around this shanty town, the north side. It seems to be 1 in every 10 people is in a robe that is like red robes with white trimming, and then there are intricate inlay, and they seem to be walking around seeing people and trying to talk to them, and they have clipboards and such, and as you come up, they seem to have a quarantine line set up, and one of them notices you approaching and says, how can I help you all? What do you need?
They're from Aurealis, right?
They are from Aurealis. Kakira would know this group as the Menders. They hail from Light Lord's Infirmary, which is basically across the street from St. Saya, the Cathedral of St. Saya, which is where you studied.
Kakira would speak up and say, we're here to help you guys with the plague.
Oh, what expertise do you have in this area?
I'm assuming they're asking about removing plagues and not being in Andorra.
Yeah.
I can remove some curses that seem to have worked in the past for some people.
Some capability for the holy light?
Yes.
We could definitely use your help. We'll put you straight to work. And they turn towards somebody else. Make sure this group sees Mendes Theron. And they lead you back. And there's a bunch of these houses as you go farther back. There's a few houses that are kind of like draped in white cloth. And you come across a large tent that's set up. That's white, and there's a large red cross on the top of it. Leading you inside, there is a human male behind a desk in a similar robe, but there is no hood, and instead there is almost like a collar coming up a little bit. And he looks up and says, what can I do to help? They've informed me that you have some ability in healing, and you are here to help us. Is there anything you need from me in exchange? Normally there's a two-way road here with mercenaries.
Kakira would look at Sige and be like, do we need anything?
I think the only thing we really need is kind of information. We just want to know what's going on. What have you guys figured out yet?
We know there's only a few of us here that have some mediocre ability with the flame, and their ability with the light is lacking. We've basically determined that this plague is not of natural causes, which I believe you folk found out originally with fellows distributing flasks to people as a cure?
Something, yeah, they were saying it was a cure, but it wasn't.
Yes, this seems to have spread the disease. It's taken on a life of its own, but we managed to reduce the outbreak zone to this area. Any help you have for us would be great. There have been no new cases in the past week within the main city itself. Every once in a while there are a stray case in the shanty towns, though.
Okay.
Well, I can definitely do my best to heal the people that you have here, and maybe make some visits to other people in the area.
Of course.
Yeah. So, just to clear Courtney's memory, there were flasks involved? I don't remember that
Yes.
part.
So
Flasks
this is,
are like vials.
Yeah, so this was in way long time ago. I don't know if they talked to you guys about this a lot, but this was in Kakira's and Flint's tech sessions while we were doing the downtime activities. They found out that there were a few, that this group was distributing flasks as a cure to the populace in the shanty towns, but
Yeah,
it
you
actually
described them as a black-robed group. Like, all the guys had black robes, and they were coming from the sewers and whatnot.
Mhm.
Yeah, I remember it had to do with the sewers.
And they basically were causing this disease and caused it to get bad in the city as well. And currently, from what you guys know, they're still sending guards into the sewers to try and clear them out, but the past few expeditions, nobody has come back yet. Which is why you guys are
now I
here.
remember that.
Yeah.
Okay. Sige would ask then, do you happen to have any of the flasks that were used by chance?
We have one that's been under study. We've accidentally made inert 2 others, but we're protecting this one very carefully.
Is there any possible way that I could see it?
What do you hope to achieve?
I'm hoping to maybe figure out what it is that we're dealing with. What disease it is, or if it's...
Oh, I
maybe
remember
not
we
that.
gave 1 vial to Zerf, and she needed, like you said, like 5 vials to be able to truly figure it out and make a cure. And we've only been able to give her 1 so far.
And she currently, you kind of, and putting 2 and 2 together, she's given her 1 to these guys as well, since she's allowing them to take this over.
Okay. As a side note, would something like, or would the spell detect poison or disease help with it? That's what I'm getting at.
I believe it just tells you if it has poison or disease. Let me look.
It says that you also identified the kind of poison, creature, or disease in each case.
Poisonous kind of poison. Interesting. Yeah, that might help.
Okay. Then that's what Sika's gonna try to do. So he's gonna say, I might be able to help you guys at least figure out what it is, if it's possible for me to see it.
Go ahead and make me a persuasion check with advantage.
Bless.
Gesundheit.
Thanks.
I got a 14.
Can I help her be persuasive?
That was with the advantage.
Yeah.
Ah,
That
dang
was
it.
the advantage.
No.
I know.
The 1 spell. We're very careful with this. I don't think that would cause any harm to it if you just cast this spell. I don't think any of ours have access to it. He motions for someone else in the tent to go grab it, and one of the other menders leaves and then returns a few moments later with the vial. And you see this green, almost like, it seems to be shifting between like green and ochre liquid is what it looks like.
Gross.
Very cool.
Upon seeing, I don't think Kakira actually saw what the flasks looked like. She just saw that they were flasks, but didn't get like a good look at the liquid inside. And looking at that, she'd just say, "People thought it was a good idea to take this?"
Not everyone has the benefit of an Aurealis education, my friend.
I guess that's a fair point.
They'll believe anybody that looks official.
Unfortunately. So
Or
then
who agrees
Sige
with
would
their
then cast detect poison and disease to see
Here's
if
your salt shaker heaven.
he can figure it out.
So casting detect poison and disease. This is definitely a disease. Like, this will spread, and this disease doesn't have a name to it, but you can
COVID.
tell it's oh my god. You can tell it's magical in nature, and it has demonic origin.
Oh. Well, Sige would definitely relay all of that and warn them, don't even spill a drop of that. Just lock it up.
We will lock it back up. What do you know?
Oh, I was saying that I would have just relayed everything.
You're just gonna tell them exactly that?
Essentially. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly how you said it. Very seriously.
And he just nods and says, "Oh, okay. That's very disturbing, but that gives us some leads. I'll send a pigeon up to Aurealis and see if they can start researching and seeing if that could help. That helps a great deal, actually.
Good. I'm glad.
If you can stay for an hour or a few hours to help relieve some pain, that would be much appreciated." What is Xarrikir doing at this point? Walking with these guys.
Forgot Xarrikir came with us.
Yeah.
Just tagging along.
I'm wanting to go into the sewers and help, like, draw out who made these.
So you're
Bring them to
saying-
justice.
So what do you say?
Well, we need to catch whoever did this. And you believe that they're in the sewers? I believe we should go to the sewers.
I don't think that would be a poor idea.
We could split up. We could keep the healers up here, and Xarrikir and I could go down to the sewers. I can track them.
I don't want to leave you guys alone that long.
Is it smart to not take a healer with you?
We'll be fine. I mean, Xarrikir can't get hit.
I mean, I was an
Hit
orphan
them.
and used to
You
play
guys-
in those sewers.
You guys could just wait for us, and then we can.
Yeah.
And we can go. I don't know if I want just the two of you going in there by yourselves when no one's come back yet. It makes me a little nervous.
Well, we can wait for Calvio and Flint, I suppose.
I was thinking just the two of us, or at least Sige and
Just the two of us.
at least me and Kakira.
I don't know if it's just mine, but it seems like the stream is just sitting there loading. I don't know if that's just me.
Oh, let me check it. No, it's good on mine.
Okay,
It's
so
good
it's
for
just
me
me.
too.
It's all good.
Okay. Internet does not like the entire house being on it at the same time. Who knew?
So, what are you guys doing?
Why are you like this?
I'm just role playing. I don't know what you're talking
So,
about. I'm being
okay.
Calvio right
Yeah.
now.
How long will it take to get to have Calvio to be done?
5 hours.
Calvio is probably about an
He's
hour
out
and
for
a
the
half to into his studying. Flint, as you guys are trying to decide, you guys think about it for a second. We'll go ahead and pan to Flint, who is leaving and heading to go see his family.
All right.
Don't forget to get my necklace.
Did Elgash have any ideas on
Elgash
what
is
my
just
magic
like-
could be?
Elgash is just currently taking notes, and he's asked you a couple of strange questions, like what does it feel like inside when you're casting this spell? And it feels like almost like jolts of anxiety still. Similar to when you cast spells with bard spells. It's a similar feeling, but slightly different.
Okay.
You know, like you get an excitement.
I describe it to him as best as I can.
Yeah, and he kind of like answers.
I was thinking like, whatever food I was cooking, like I smell it before I've even like cooked it, and like I have to picture the food in my head, and like that's how it like kind of starts to take a physical form.
And he's writing all of that down, and he says, I have a hunch, but I'll need either your cleric or your druid friend to finish this and see what it feels like for them to cast, and compare and contrast. I've never had to figure something like this out before, so I'm kind of shooting in the dark. Yeah. Push to talk.
I am enjoying this new magic, but I am very confused by it, and I just want to know its origins.
Me too, my friend. I can tell you're weirded out. I'm also very weirded out. That's very strange for what Zerf described, turning a pork chop, or a lamb chop, I guess, into a steed. Like, was it made out of meat? Was it like a bunch of lamb chops that you rode, or how did that work?
I performed the spell for him. And it's like a plate that it starts out with. It's a plate of food, and it's like a bunch of like the giant chunks of lamb, like with the bone going through it and whatnot. And it's like a whole bunch of those, and it like forms into a ram. And like then the fur starts to grow, and it like turns into an actual ram.
He like writes it down furiously. And by that point, he's going to let you go. And he bids you a fond farewell. And I'm assuming you're riding mashed potato through the city to get to your family.
Yes.
Okay. So, it takes a little bit of time meandering through the crowds and such, but eventually you start to hear the familiar ching, ching of the fire forge.
All right. I'm gonna go in.
All right.
Tie mashed potato up to a post outside and head on in.
Okay. And all of a sudden,
I'm gonna try and like
as...
somewhat sneak in. Like I'm trying to like be quiet about
make
it.
me a stealth check.
Like,
make me a stealth check. What do you got?
nope. 5.
5. Oh my god. As soon as you hear the door latch closed, you hear Flint Fireforge! I know those footsteps anywhere! You're finally home!
It's like, oh, yep, I'm home. Like
And
turn
then
around.
Lumbering, like coming through the kitchen with like a big old rolling pin and a cook's apron. She says, you see your mother in the doorway, and she says, "It's been too long."
I like rush in and give her a hug. Like, yeah, it has.
She gives you a warm hug, and she says, You're losing a little bit of weight. Are you staying healthy, keeping the meat on your bones?"
Oh, absolutely. I can do quite a few new things with food now.
Oh, you gotta show your mama how to do this.
Oh, I'll try. I'll spend some time with her in the kitchen and like create an arcane refreshment for her and like do the cupcake thing. Like I'll gather like my father and the rest of the family, and it's like, you guys all got to see this. Like kind of make like a little spectacle of it. Like give them all each one.
Nice. They all eat it, and a very similar reaction to Zerf, where they kind of like stop for a moment and like begin. Some of them begin to tear up, and they say, "How did you do that?"
We think it may be a new type of magic, and it has something to do with my love of food.
your mom comes and like slaps you on the back and says, "That's my boy. Of course he'd be the one. He follows in his mama's footsteps, and he does even better with the food."
The Honorbound are all going to be here this evening, if that is all right. We will be staying in Andorra possibly for a few days. We're here to investigate the sewer incident and the disease and the possible... hopefully just resolve it.
You, and as your dad starts to look and says, "Well, I don't know if we have the room. We started using some storage," and immediately your mom puts a finger up. "There's room for you and your friends. You all can come stay the night." And so immediately
Thank you, Mama.
Yeah, she snaps a few times, and the few brothers that are still down here went up and are currently. You just hear furniture moving around to make sure that there's room for you all. And so,
Sweet.
Yeah.
And then I guess after that, I'm gonna talk to my father about getting a necklace for Calvio.
All right, and he comes, and you gave him the stone already, right, Calvio? Yeah. Okay. So he comes and he says, "Yes, this is the thing your friend asked me to make. I'm rather proud of it, actually." And he shows this nice iron necklace in like as small a chains as iron can be, but they're in this like little shutter box, I guess is what you would call it. You can pull it up, and there is that light stone that you guys found in the Bright Zale ruins in this necklace, and it basically becomes a flashlight that you can look around with it, and it sits on your neck.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Just like admire the work for a little bit, and like just like, wow, you really outdid yourself, Pop.
I'm happy with this. I think when I go into retirement, I might start making jewelry. I'm getting tired of.
You've always had a thing for the finer details.
How do you think I met your mother? I think your mother.
Also, that's how you and Mom met.
So, is there anything else you
Alright,
want
then
to
I
ask?
guess I'll
Okay.
No, I will wander off to meet up with the rest of the group and let them know that I will be back.
Okay. So you go find the rest of the group.
Well, what time of day is it?
It's getting to be early evening. So,
I'm gonna actually stay then, and I'm gonna prep dinner.
Okay, sure. I'm sure you
wait
would have
for
told
everybody to
everybody
come
by
back.
this point. You told everybody to come to the Fireforge Estates.
Yep, I did.
So,
When we were in Zerf's Tower.
That's right. As Calvio finishes and you all finish helping out around the quarantine zone, you guys eventually make your way to the Fireforge Estate in the inner city of Andorra, and have a wonderful dinner that is cooked by Flint. Flint, what's for dinner?
Of course, there's going to be a classic big bowl of mashed potatoes. And we're doing breakfast for dinner, so I've got a big old plate of eggs as well, crepes, bacon, sausage, and a little side salad in case anyone wanted to be a little healthier.
Marsica's crumbling the bacon and
A little
putting it onto
alternative.
the potato. Onto the mashed
It's a
potato.
thing. Nice. And
No, Fang gets a steak.
Oh yeah. He knows he gets a steak. If he doesn't get a steak, then he gets
Oh, yeah.
mad.
so
That wolf is so spoiled.
he is.
He's a
He's putting
good
on.
boy.
He's putting on a couple pounds.
Oh.
What have we been doing? Oh, I doubt
Oh, maybe
that.
not. Maybe he's putting on some muscle. He's a little stockier.
Yeah, that's
You know?
what it is.
That's
It's like
what it
every
is.
time like I'm cooking and he's around, is he just chilling in the kitchen, just like waiting for me
Oh
to
no,
drop something?
he's like sitting, but he's like as tall as you, so like he's just like, hey, but he's a good boy. So
Looking at
you know,
you.
he only takes the food if you give it to him.
All right.
Begging
Tail just
without
wagging
begging.
on the floor.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just picture like a big golden
Before we,
retriever.
is
just
there a
like
lot of space?
Yes. What was that, Calvio?
Is there a lot of space behind the Fireforge family estate that we could go to?
Yeah, there's a bit of a yard.
We have a little testing ground where
Okay.
we test the weapons and stuff.
We've got to test something right now. We gotta settle this. And Calvio looks to Marsica and we be like, I didn't forget. We're gonna go figure out if you can hit me right now.
Let's go. Let's
Oh
go.
my gosh.
She put on armor. Are you putting on special armor?
No, I'm gonna go out and
Okay.
we're
I
gonna fix-
I get
Can
the
I
whole
use-
family. I'm like, guys, we have a dinner and a show.
you get one shot.
Okay, can I use like a blunt arrow that won't do as much damage?
I would prefer that you
Yeah,
not hurt me.
Yeah.
I can,
Yeah.
I can
Definitely.
also
Okay.
be on
I was
hand
like,
to heal
I'm
just
not-
in case.
Oh, we're doing
Yeah,
it. We're doing it. We're
would
doing
be
it.
like,
We're doing
I'm
it.
not
We're
healing
doing it
anybody.
well. We're doing this right.
I wouldn't
We're
have.
doing
I
this
probably
right.
wouldn't have any magic left, but thankfully I brewed like a butt ton of healing potions.
I have a healing potion too, just in case.
Oh well, I have like 8.
Well, I don't want to heal you, so I mean heal you. I don't want to hurt you.
I'd rather you not
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess he can also just sleep it
You
off.
guys all
So-
line off on the other side of each of their yard. Everybody has come gathered in the backyard. Calvia, what are you doing to set up?
First of all, how far away from me is she?
How far away does Marsica want to be?
How far away do you want me to be from you?
I don't know. What's a fair distance? I mean, you've got to be far enough so it's not at disadvantage.
My range is up to 150 feet.
We can say
Hang
60
on.
feet.
What's-
We can say.
Okay,
yeah,
I don't want to
sure.
do math right now. Do 60
Sure.
feet.
Alright, 60
Sure.
feet.
Okay.
That's pretty good distance right there.
Sure.
That's good.
Okay. So I am.
All right.
I'm blade singing.
So, first, what are the terms? Is
Oh, that's
Marsica
fair.
going to allow him to do all of this to set
Oh.
up, or are we going to roll initiative and see who goes first? To
I
set up?
assumed she would because that's kind of my
that's something
thing.
You guys got to discuss that.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean just do what you would normally put on for like a battle, right? That's what
Right.
you're doing? Yeah.
Right.
And then do I get my 2 shots like I would normally? Which is basically if I don't hit one time, then I
Yeah,
get
that's fair.
right?
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, if I get to do the thing, you get to do the thing. Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Right. Okay,
That's fair.
okay.
But you don't get to use the bow thing.
No, I'm not using oath bow. I'm going normal. I'm
Or
not using
yeah.
oath bow or hunter's
Right. Right.
I'm
That'd
just
be a little
straight up
awkward.
shooting you. I'm straight up
Right.
shooting you.
Okay. Okay. So I'm blade singing. I'm casting blur. Or no. I'm casting haste.
Okay. So, blade singing in haste.
Yes.
What does that bring your AC to?
Just chuckles.
We're gonna have to crit.
23.
Okay. Marsica.
And I am holding a prepared spell.
Okay.
Okay,
So
please
wait,
be so-
you've already cast a
Yeah,
spell. So
you
if
hit
you
the
get
trap
one
card.
round, if you get one.
Wait, is that
round-
how this works? I thought she was letting me buff up.
Oh, like buff up completely.
Yes.
I was letting him buff up, yeah.
Okay,
And then
well,
I'm gonna
buff up
take my
completely.
2 shots when he's done.
Okay.
But he's holding a spell,
okay.
and I don't know if that's cheating or not.
Hang on. I'm reading. Hang on.
Yeah. I want to say Either because we're seeing if I can shoot you even after you're all buffed up, right? That's the deal with this. I think you either need to put that extra spell.
So she's 60 feet of me, right?
Yep, thereabouts.
And I get an action.
You're just buffing up, and I'm shooting you.
No, yeah, but she's 60 feet from me, correct?
What if she's 65 feet away?
Doesn't matter. I just want to be very clear on how far away she is from me.
She's 60 feet.
I'm 60 feet.
Okay, then I'm not holding a spell. Holding a spell.
Okay. Okay.
What do we got, Evan?
Uh-oh.
Fucking crit!
30.
I'm not touching it. I'm not touching it, right? I'm just like trying to keep
Literally the one thing she had to roll.
Oh no!
Here you go. I never
Where's
put that.
Calvio, right?
Literally the one. Wait. Oh, I should have done Blur, probably. If I had done Blur. I should have done Blur.
I feel like it also serves David right as much as it serves Calvio.
So
You see the 20? Please tell me you see the 20. I did!
Look at the group.
I can take a better picture of it if you need me to.
Oh yeah.
I can. Hold on. I wasn't smart about this.
I see that 20.
So what did you do exactly? Like, what were the spells that you did, and why did she have to roll a 20?
So she had to roll a 20 because if she rolled anything less, she had to roll a 19 or a 20. If she rolled anything less, then shield put me to 29.
Shield comes up to 20. Oh,
yeah.
Shit.
Shield puts me to 29 or 28. Sorry, she had to roll 18, 19, or 20. And if she missed, my speed is 80 feet. So if she'd missed, I would have literally been right on top of her. That's why we should have been more clear about the thing. But that's what we said.
It's all
so
good.
It's okay.
So
it's a dumb Blur.
It was a hard shot. Do you still cast shield for flavor to try and?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Calvio is definitely gonna be like, whoosh.
So you watch as the blunt arrow, Calvio puts up the shield. He sees, oh god, it might actually hit. Puts the shield up, and you watch as the arrow shoots straight and bursts right through the shield and moves through. It almost slows with the force through the shield, but it just passes right through it still, is how straight the arrow was. And the blunt arrow strikes Calvio in the chest and knocks you to the ground.
So unfortunate.
No, take no damage, but you're like, oh.
She really fucking hits everything.
I feel like you would hear Sige let out the loudest laugh you have ever heard. Like, he would just be like, just chortling, like bent over, like tears in his eyes. That would just be the piece, like the icing on the cake for the day, for him. And just like, he wouldn't even have to say anything, but then eventually Calvio gets up and he looks over at him, and then he just starts to laugh again. And then he just goes over to Yeah, what's Marsica's reaction?
Yeah, what is Marsica's reaction, then what is Calvio's reaction? We'll do Marsica first.
I will say that I just wanted to find out. I wasn't like taunting or anything. I did say I want to find out.
I mean, she did threaten him that she would be able to do that, and she just proved that she could do it. So she's like, yeah, that seems about right.
Fair enough. And then, what does Calvio say?
So Calvio gets up and just like dusts himself off and is like,
oh, she's a little concerned if it hurt.
I feel like that was dumb luck, but okay.
I mean, I pretty regularly hit above a 20 with my plus
Okay, when we
10.
come back, we're doing this again.
Next
Just
week.
every night. Just every
When we
night.
come back, we're doing this again.
There's only so many blunt arrows.
True.
So
Well, I mean, they're not
Oh,
gonna
I
get any
should probably-
sharper.
that's true.
I mean, what if it breaks off and makes a sharp point?
Oh my god. That's low chances. So,
Oh, I've got to count the shield spell. Okay.
is there anything else you guys would like to do before heading to bed?
No, I'm good.
We're good.
Okay.
Kakira
Sige
would ask
definitely,
Calvio
like-
if his pride is all right.
I'm fine. Why would I be unprideful?
And then
I'm
Sige.
perfectly fine.
Siga has something.
Oh, would have just congratulated Marsica, like bowed to her very deeply, like, congratulations, ma'am, you deserved that one.
And then
Very proud of you.
I'm
You
getting
all-
the feeling that you guys are taking my abilities for granted. That's what I'm getting out of this.
If it makes you feel
No,
any
I think-
better,
There's
I
a
was
certain
worried.
dragon. You
I mean-
literally only 3 numbers that you could have rolled, so the odds were in my favor. And if you had missed, I would have been on top of you before you could have done anything. My speed was literally 80 feet. And then, if I was anywhere near 30 feet from you, I could have just teleported.
so, but she did hit.
Oh yeah, no, it's
And-
fine. No, it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not angry. I promise. I'm not angry. I'm good. I'm just grumpy that like
Why
the
were you
3
gonna
things you had
teleport
to
to me?
roll. Hmm?
Why were you gonna teleport to me?
I have-
Wait, we can talk about
I
it.
could have been behind
Yeah.
you.
We could talk about this.
It's been like,
later.
hello.
We could talk about this later.
Oh, it's fine. I'm really okay. I'm not like angry at you.
He's
So-
he's mad.
So, you guys head to sleep. Is there anything else you would like to say to each other before heading to sleep?
Do we all have our
Shake
individual
Calvio's
rooms?
hand. Good.
Oh my gosh.
So
Okay.
it's kind of
Sure.
show of good sportsmanship.
Yeah,
there's
right.
about three to a room. There's 3 beds in each room that they
Okay.
have set up
So-
for you guys. So, you all head to bed.
I'm going to my room.
Oh, Flint does have a room. This is true. Kakira and Calvio, roll me a d20.
Oh shit.
Oh, I don't like those.
I don't like this.
And they don't like me either.
I could help.
16.
14.
So,
I don't add anything to it. Just
Nope, just the d20.
okay.
As you all head to bed, Kakira, what are you dreaming of?
Oh man. I guess I would have been dreaming probably the same memory that I'd gotten from the cupcake. It'd be a very similar thing.
Okay.
So hang out with my grandpa when I was little.
You're sitting and hanging out with your grandfather as you were little. And as there's a little bit of a flicker in the dream for a second, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Son of a bitch.
Ah.
Damn it. There was a music box.
10.
What do you got a 10?
I rolled a 1.
Again? Dude!
What? Okay.
That's the same thing that happened the first time!
Yeah. I allowed you to roll that with advantage last session, right?
I don't think so.
No? I don't. Okay.
Well, my food gives him advantage. Not really.
Oh my god.
I'm telling you, my dice hate me.
I'm so sorry.
I wish I could help you.
I have a fucking
But
plus
we're
9 to
all asleep.
wisdom. I have a +9 to wisdom.
We can't even help that because we're sleeping.
Yeah.
Like, he's just literally asleep.
He's
I
on
know.
his own.
That's why I was like, I wish I could help him, but we're asleep. I can't. Because I
So-
could, but I can't.
You're sitting with your grandfather, and there's a knock at the door. Do you go to answer it?
I get a choice.
It's your dream.
I mean, in my dream, I am a small child, so.
Yeah, your
Probably-
grandfather is motioned to you.
Aww.
Oh, okay,
Tiny
well.
bird.
Tiny bird!
Tiny
You
bird.
got 2 legs and a heartbeat.
I guess I would go answer the door.
Oh,
Answering the door.
you'd still be a fluff ball. You wouldn't have
Going to
feathers.
answer the door. You see a almost child of a halfling. Looks very similar to Cerilius. And she says to you, "Why did you attack us?"
Well, I actually didn't hit anybody during that fight.
He's
Your
not
group.
wrong.
Your group, I mean.
I told you, you threatened us, and they weren't gonna take that lightly.
I tried to tell
Technically, she
Galadriel it wasn't the right path.
I would agree.
Why don't we start again? I'm Cerilius.
Hi, Sterilius. I'm Kakira.
Care to meet and have a discussion?
Now, a discussion is something that I can get behind.
Oh, no.
Where and what time is good for you and your fellows?
That is a good question. We have some business to attend to, and we're not sure how long that's going to take.
Very well. I may or may not be back tomorrow.
All right, are you gonna blow my dream up again?
I'm trying to play nice.
Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate not having a headache in the morning.
Consider it a token of my goodwill.
Excellent.
I'll leave you to the rest of your sleep then, unless you have a question for me.
I got nothing.
And you watch as from her feet up to the rest of her body, she turns into mist and floats off, and the dream takes over again. And you go back to sitting with your grandfather in these memories. The rest of you all have a safe night of rest.
Dumb bitch. That's right.
Dumb bitch.
You
Right, I
really
agree.
don't like her.
No!
Oh,
Let her come into my dream.
Oh my god, this is hilarious. I love this.
She's Freddy Krueger-y, guys. It's rude.
Let her come into my dream.
Well, I'll
So,
roll for you
I
next
think
time.
she'd just be very
Okay.
confused.
So you all wake up in the morning, and are you heading towards the sewers? Are you finding directions and everything and making your way there?
Could I possibly go ask Zerf a question before we go to the sewers?
It's fine
I
with
promise
me.
it won't take long.
If everybody else doesn't mind.
I don't mind.
All
I
right.
could use a couple of you for an experiment with Algash on trying to discover the origins of my new magic, if you are up for it.
Well,
I-
we're already
I
headed to
probably
Zerf's
won't-
tower.
Be too long. I would be surprised if this is a possibility, but you never know.
Is Calvio going
I mean-
while the rest of us are assumingly eating breakfast? Or
Or after breakfast.
Sure. No. I would ask if it's okay if we went to the tower before the sewer. I
we
wouldn't
can
just
just
bail.
all stop by before we go into the sewers.
If that's okay, I would be down for that.
I don't think
Yeah.
it'll matter.
Okay.
So you make your way over to the tower. Whole same spiel with Gilbert in the doorway.
Gilbert.
And it lets you in, and Zerf comes down. What is your question for her?
Is it possible to lay a trap for somebody invading your dreams? In your dream.
Zerf thinks for a moment and says, I'm sorry, I don't think so.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
And what did Flint want to do here?
Elgash wanted to ask a couple of the other magic casters what it felt like when they casted magic so he can narrow down some possibilities.
Oh, okay. That's right. And Elgash would take Kakira or Sige, perhaps both, aside, and ask them, would you mind casting a spell?
Sure.
Or
Does it matter what it is?
does it matter what it is?
Cast cantrip.
Wait,
is he asking me too, or just the two of them?
Just the two of them right now.
Okay, dope.
Is anything of Elgash's look damaged? Like a tear in his robes or
Yeah, I mean, his robes look kind of dirty, and there's a few holes from, like, alchemical experiments and things.
Kakira would cast mending and try to patch up some of the holes.
And he says, thank you. Now, can you tell me what that felt like when you cast this? So,
Should I describe it or?
So, okay, so you know your magic comes from the flame. Right?
Yeah, the flame. I was gonna
So
say. I don't know. It's kind of like a warm, fuzzy kind of a feeling. Like it's
as much.
it starts in one place and kind of spreads to wherever I'm casting the spell.
It's taking notes on this. Interesting. And then, what about you, Sige?
Is there like a window around that's like close by, or like wherever we are that I can see
you're
outside?
currently nearby the kitchen, and there's a window in which you can see the outside park, and along this window there are a few flowers that are set inside the windowsill.
Okay. Can I look out the window and see if there's like a small animal, a bird, a squirrel, something, a bunny?
Sure. Yeah. There's the
Is there?
small bird. Yep. There's a small
Okay.
finch that's going
Perfect.
around eating some seeds.
Okay. So then Sige would cast Speak with Animals and start
Okay.
talk to this little
Animal
finch.
Aaron. Yes.
Um
So what do you say?
and so first I'm always worried about scaring the little birds. Say hello, friend.
Wow! And looks. Hello?
I'm trying to show my friend inside that I can talk to you. Do you want to come? Can you come like sit on my hand for a second?
He comes, just flies in and goes, I'm here, I'm sitting on your hand.
Thank you. And I'd show Algash
Seeds?
and I'd be like,
Food?
Bird, what is your name?
Food? You have food?
Do you have a name?
I don't have a name. Do you have food? What's a name? Food?
He's very hungry. Does anybody have any seed?
Do you have seeds?
Do I have
Probably
any
look in
seeds
the
on
kitchen
me?
then.
Does Marcus, do you still have seeds
I
from the
reach
last
into
time?
a weird little pocket. I reach into like one of my little mini pouches, and I like pull out what looks to be like grain almost,
And
and
the
like
bird, like,
something I would use to
immediately
grind down to make bread.
Flies over to Flint's hand and is like pecking and says, good seeds.
Oh, he likes your seeds, Flint. He's very appreciative.
I've yet to come across any being that doesn't like my food.
Yeah, but did you technically make that food?
He's eating it.
Um,
Nom nom seeds.
Done something to it.
Oh, okay.
I guess I turn to Algash. Is there anything you would like me to ask the bird? Any answer you want to know?
Elgash is just like looking and says, I don't know if I have any questions for the bird.
Ask how his day is.
You would see Sige give a chuckle and go, okay. Yeah, okay. I'll ask the bird, how has your day been?
Sunny, warm.
Good day?
Good day.
Good seed?
Sunny, warm. Find good stick.
Do you have any friends?
And it kind of like flies over and like hops on the windowsill a couple of times, and you see it looking at a tree.
What did it say for find good what?
Good stick.
Find good stick.
Oh, good stick. Sige would like follow it over to the window. What's a good stick?
You
Do you
find
have a
good
home?
stick? I make home.
Oh.
I make home.
Do you not have a home made right now?
I make home.
Okay. Well then, at that point, Sige will realize that he's probably talked to the bird enough and been like, okay, well, have fun finding a stick. Have a good day, bird.
Thanks for the seeds.
Bye,
Gonna
friend.
find sticks. And it flies out. Yep.
And so then Sige would turn to Algash and be like, did that work for you? Was that...
And sorry, for some reason I thought you were talking to Flint, and I was like, oh, Elgash is an NPC that I'm voicing.
That's you!
That's me, guys. So Elgash says, "Oh, that was plenty. What did that feel like?"
Sige is gonna say it just felt as natural to me as anything. It was just like talking to you.
Interesting.
I
No.
don't- Courtney doesn't really know.
So that's fair. Sige probably wouldn't know. Interesting. And he merely writes that down. And so, yeah. Do you guys have any more questions for Elgash and Zerf before heading out?
Oh, I'm gonna give her back her suit.
Ah, yes. She takes that back, takes whatever notes you have for her, and she says, thanks. What sort of effects did you all encounter in that place?
I was fine.
Fatigue.
It was hard to hear Calvio.
It's like that's understandable. I'll
Fun
try
fact
and
though,
find
you
a
can
way
still
to
cast
rectify
spells
that.
while you're in that.
And
That's what I'm
Fang,
worried.
To know.
Yeah.
Fang got affected a lot by it. He's still affected by it, right?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah,
he's just been tired. He pants a lot more than he used to.
I've talked with Zerf about this before, right? And the
Briefly.
effects of the area.
Yeah, she mentioned that it seems to cause some sort of sickness.
Yeah. I'm not sure what is causing it, but Calvio was definitely fine. Like, it didn't affect him at all. But, Fang did get hit pretty hard from whatever effect it was.
That's disappointing. I'm sorry to hear that for your furry friend. I'm glad to know that the suit works,
Xarrikir.
though.
Yeah.
Xarrikir wasn't feeling the greatest when we left either, but he seems
No.
to have gotten better since then. It hasn't worn on like Fang.
You also haven't checked in on Xarrikir on that front.
I was also
Oh.
hit by it on our way out.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So there's a
You
lot
also
of people.
didn't have me roll for
Does
anything.
Xarrikir have
No,
any hair?
that's okay. Xarrikir is bald,
Yeah.
but he's got like...
No,
right?
I
You've
had
got
hair.
facial and stuff. Oh, you did have hair? I thought you were
Yeah.
bald. Okay.
Yeah,
Is it falling?
I have a hood on.
Okay, that's fair.
Is your hair falling out?
Is
Are you
it,
gonna
Aaron?
Your hair is
Yeah,
thinning.
yes. Oh, it is thinning.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Are you telling me that we're in a D&D game and we're gonna have a character die of cancer?
Shit!
So, that changes a few things. Do we still want
Why
to go to
didn't
the
we
sewer?
check on that?
I don't know why we didn't check on
We just
that.
checked on the
would-
dog!
Kakira would mention that some of the magic she's used to heal people did not seem to heal that effect, whatever it is.
So,
Like, regular healing magic didn't do anything.
That's
Oh,
strange. Go for it.
sorry. Did we talk about what would work on that? Didn't you say it was just like greater restoration?
Yeah,
or...
it's just greater restoration. Kakira
Okay.
would have figured that out, but you would know if you wanted to get to it sooner, you could get up to Orialis. There would be somebody in Orialis that could help with that.
Yeah,
so
I did remember that much.
Zerf.
Okay.
Oh yeah, can Zerf do that?
Do you happen to have a teleportation circle? to
Oh, I was gonna
Borealis?
ask Zerf if she had greater restoration.
She immediately squints her eyes at you.
Mm-hmm.
At Calvio.
Yep.
What's fucking new?
And she says, That's sensitive. And we are in... I guess we're not in mixed company. And you see that she immediately, her eyes glaze over and look up.
Oh, things I should put in my spell book. Yep, I'm doing that right now. Thanks for mentioning that.
Luckily, she sees nothing.
Yeah, you got real lucky on that one.
Oops.
Gonna need you. Never mind.
She says while looking around like this, and she says, I would appreciate it. I'm not upset, but I would appreciate it if you would keep things like that quiet.
But I didn't even know you had it.
Now you do.
Fair enough.
And it is sensitive.
I mean, you can say no.
Make me a persuasion check.
Oh, shit. God. Someone want to help me?
Actually, Courtney has been wanting to use this for a while. So Sige, hold on. Give me 10 seconds. Hold on. Give me 10 seconds. I just want to read.
I'm trying to do better about shutting up and letting people play. I'm so bad about that.
It's okay. It's okay.
I'm so
Does Blight help you?
I'm not going to tell anybody what to do right now.
You sure about that?
I'm going to roll my dice, not look
Okay.
at it, and when someone tells me
I'll just
what's happening, I will look at the dice.
Sige will just give you guidance in this case. I won't do the cool thing
Go
yet.
ahead and add a d4.
Well,
Is
that's
anybody
convenient.
anybody else gonna say anything to help Calvio?
I mean, could I help Calvio with?
Yeah, it
His
depends on
persuasion?
what you say. Go ahead and say something. To try and
You
help
guys
them.
could let me say something.
This is-
I vote
Yeah,
letting
I'll-
the bard
let's have
say
Michael.
something.
Yeah, Michael's the
Sing him
bard.
a song.
So what does Flint say?
With advantage, if someone's helping me, that's a 25.
But what do you? Yeah.
Myself, my friend, and our companion are sick. If potentially getting to Orialis could help us get better, wouldn't that also be better for you? We have done quite a lot for you, and I've known you most of my life. And I've done quite a lot for this city, and you know we're going to do quite a lot more. That's if we make it through this.
This is a one-time thing, and it's not just my decision. I need to call Deacon.
Oh, yeah. That's a thing. That's fair.
Give me some time. I'll have an answer to you when you come back this evening.
Are we okay to go into the dungeon
Alright.
or the sewer right now?
Can I question before we all leave with the tower, because we know it's safe in the tower right now? If we teleport over there and little Miss fucking Mage decides to scry in on us, sees that we're all of a sudden over to Realis, would that tip her off that there's this teleportation thing?
So I can take care of that if we ever think that we're being watched. Like gone. Problem
No,
solved.
I mean, if she sees it though, like even for a split second and notices that we're over there.
That doesn't necessarily mean she knows how. They can't see us in here. They don't know what's in here.
Well,
Although, actually, no.
Borealis
The
is kind of
scrying
far
orb
away.
the scrying orb was in the tower, and then
Yep.
it was taken care of. So Cerilius definitely saw Zerf, and Zerf taught Cerilius.
Yeah.
So at
She
this
could put
point,
pieces together.
I feel like she would have put pieces together already.
Yeah, especially if we just all of a sudden just like boom across the map, right?
But it doesn't. I don't think it matters. I mean, if anything, if we poof across the map, that makes it super difficult for those fuckers. So
I mean, we need to get over there regardless, whether we go slow or
Yeah.
go fast. So,
Gotta go fast.
Okay.
Ricky Bobby, gotta go fast.
Okay, just something I wanted to throw out there.
It's a good point.
So in this, are we like asking just for a trip there, or are we going there and back through the portal really quickly? Is what we're asking for, right?
Well, I don't know if it's going to be quickly, but
I
we're
think
going at least there.
it sounds like it might be a one-time deal.
Yeah, honestly, if we can just get there, we can figure out a way to
Just
get
there.
back. I mean, if they let us teleport back, fantastic. But if we can just get there at this point, I think that's kind of the important thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
But are we still going into the sewers right now?
I thought so.
Knowing what we know now. We still are?
I thought so.
Well, what
Okay.
does Xarrikir think?
Well, I would want to help the people, like right now with this disease, so I would probably want to go into the sewer.
Okay.
Or okay. Well,
Well,
if
let's
you
do
feel up to it, then let's do the thing.
All right. So, you eventually find a guard that you speak to and go through the chain of command, all of that good stuff, and they take you to the sewers entrance nearby the work camp. They open up the entrance. They open the gate. You go in the tunnel, and they close the gate behind you. And they say, someone will be here when you come back to let you out.
Cool.
Sounds
Thank
good.
you.
And you continue down, and we'll pick up there next session.
Nice.
Whoa.
Head into the sewers. So,
Whoa.
woo! Nice.
Those are
Alright.
really
So,
fun
like-
session, actually.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, that was
Oh.
a lot of
Is
roleplay.
this
That was-
stream?
Oh,
He fell asleep.
yeah, that was probably the most roleplay we've had in this session. Period.
Aw,
Yeah.
It's so
I'm super
cute.
happy about that.
adorable.
Oh, Zeus is having a great time. He's so sleepy.
He's the mascot.
I want a kitty.
Yeah, he's the mascot now. Well, for everybody that watched, thank you so much. Shout out Xarrikir. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Xarrikir. That's awesome. So, hope everybody watched has a good night. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.